Welcome to Simple Explanations. How to get bitches on a boat. Step 1.
Get you a boat.
Step 2.
Man, get you some bitches.
Step 3.
Get them on your boat. Oh!
Step 4.
Man, that shit's done.
How to pass advanced physics. Step 1.
Cheat on that shit.
Step 2.
Done.
How to design a website. Step 1.
Buy you a computer.
Step 2.
Buy you web design software.
Step 3.
Put that shit on the internet.
Step 4.
Done.
How to become a millionaire. Step 1.
Buy you a lottery ticket.
Step 2.
Win.
Step 3.
Done.
Sitting down for exercise is ideal in many circumstances. For example, a family can conveniently exercise together at home. All generations enjoy chair dancing for fun and fitness. You can get together and chair dance as a group activity or exercise on your lunch hour at work. Chair dancing is also a good program for people with a physical or medical limitation and are more comfortable exercising while sitting down.
You are about to experience the Drunken Peasants podcast, the greatest podcast in human history. Please recognize that this podcast is designed to be amusing and entertaining, and thus we engage in satirical comments, exaggerations, and even dirty jokes. If you are offended by such things, please go away and die. If you enjoy this podcast, we ask that you help to support its existence by contributing to our Patreon at patreon.com/DP. Contributors get regular access to monthly private shows, special commentaries, Google Hangouts with the peasants, and more. If you don't want to do that, you can also support the show by visiting audibletrial.com/Drunken Peasants to get a free audiobook and access to over 150,000 audiobook titles, including great selections on science and skepticism. And if you shop on Amazon.com, we strongly urge you to use one of the Amazon affiliate links in the description section of our videos. You can help support the show simply by using our link to buy things you were going to buy anyway. Now that we've got all that shit out of the way, sit back and enjoy the show.
From the frigid armpit of America, this is the Drunken Peasants podcast with Ben and TJ, bringing you opinions of the news from an altered perspective.
Fuck it! Hey, man. You got a joint? No, not on me, man.
I don't have facts to back this up.
It'd be a lot cooler if you did.
What the fuck you talking about, atheist? It's okay.
You're nothing, TJ. You're garbage.
I just want to be light.
You're garbage.
And now, here are your hosts, Ben and TJ.
We'll do it live. We'll do it live. Fuck it. Do it live. Fucking thing sucks.
Welcome to the Drunken Peasants podcast, episode 209. How's it going, everybody?
Bad, man.
Bad?
To be honest, it's going pretty bad.
Scotty.
Not going well.
Scotty, I heard you wrote up some stuff.
No, it's actually I'm more like a messenger.
Oh shit.
As you guys know, the last episode was extremely unpopular, and some Drunken Peasants fans approached me with and it was a large number of a list of grievances.
A list of grievances.
Yeah, and demands. And they said, "Look, Scotty, we hate you, but you're the most easy to access because Ben is smart enough to block us, and TJ, well, he gets so much shit. So we're coming to you, and we'd like you to be the messenger." And I was like, "Okay, give me the list." And they said, and they're gonna all unsub, a mass exodus of subs. But here's the list. No mention of wrestling ever again. If we mention wrestling ever again, they're gone. They're completely gone.
Wow.
Even But are you breaking that rule even by mentioning it here?
No, they said I was allowed to say that, but that's it. So there's
But
no
from this point on, no future references to wrestling
of any kind.
of any kind.
Not thumb wrestling or arm wrestling.
No.
How about Indian leg wrestling?
No. Ben,
What if we're
it's
talking about
banned.
actual Greco-Roman wrestling?
Still banned.
What if we're watching a video where two people are fighting and it kind of turns into a
The
wrestling?
video should be stopped immediately and removed from the show.
Okay.
Okay. Number 2 is we fire Paul and Scotty immediately. Paul is a fat, loudmouth, water-headed individual. Scotty has the voice of a retarded Donald Duck. So, I mean, that kind of just speaks for itself. Number 3, Ben will only be allowed to laugh at TJ's brilliant commentary and introduce clips. So, Ben, your job now is going to be you have the golden laugh, and you can introduce clips. Beyond that, no commentary is necessary. Only TJ is going to be allowed to speak on the show from now on. I mean, after this, of course, we were fired, so I'm just the messenger. Number 4, the fans will make all future creative decisions, and pretty much any legal decisions, any decisions for the Drunken Peasants will now be made by fan vote.
Wow. This sucks. I mean, this could be a very different show moving forward, man.
I mean, that's the will of the fans.
I don't know.
I mean, me and Paul are fired. So,
is there any possible way we could get out of this?
I mean, look. I mean, how many fans are we gonna lose if we don't?
I don't know.
I mean, like, well, I'm not even me personally, but you and Ben. How many fans will you guys lose?
Perhaps.
I mean, me and Paul are already gone.
How many people are signed? Have signed the petition?
I mean, I don't know, but I'm guessing it's probably in the tens of thousands.
Wow. Shit.
So, I mean, it's pretty clear cut. I mean, I don't know what you guys want to do, but
what if we just don't give a shit?
Oh, you know, that's a pretty good idea. I think you're onto something there.
Yeah. We'll just not give a shit.
So you mean
work. So you mean like talk about whatever the fuck we want, no matter what people complain about?
Yeah, that's like, yeah. Why don't we try that? Maybe it's crazy enough to work.
You know,
I don't know.
One time we were having a conversation with I was like me and Paul and TJ, and he's like, and he basically just said it so beautifully. He's like, I really give a shit about someone who, if they died in front of me, I wouldn't really care. It's like, you make a very good point, Paul.
So what's the point you're trying to make here, Scotty? I don't get it.
Point is, fuck you, bitches! I might be a retarded Donald Duck, but at least I'm a retarded Donald Duck. What are you? You're nothing. You're nothing, and you know it's true. Now fucking finish the bottle of vodka and blow your fucking brains out.
You know, a lot of the people that complained about the episode didn't watch it because they were like, WWE sucks. It was like, yeah, we talked about how WWE sucked. We said that.
UFC.
We all
better.
said that. Yes,
like
it is.
Our guest said it was better.
Yeah.
And we agree. Furthermore, we agree.
Anyway, we'll bring Paul on the show now.
Anyway, I don't agree because I never even watch UFC, but whatever.
I mean, UFC's a real sport.
Yeah.
Hey guys, wrestling.
Oh, wrestling.
Let's wrestle.
I didn't even know if I was supposed to pick up tonight because I heard how totally fucking fired I am. So
yeah, both of us.
We decided not to give a fuck.
The way to troll the trolls is to talk about wrestling.
Wrestling?
Yeah.
Wait a minute. You guys mean like WWE wrestling?
You know, that stuff is real.
Look,
that stuff is totally real.
We're on the road to WrestleMania.
A lot of people think it's not real, but it is. You know, and I've met those guys, and they really go through all that. And you might want to ask, you know, how does a guy get punched in the face 93 times in a row and you know, still be fine the next day? They're just way tougher than those UFC pussies. That's why.
Someone in the chat room mentioned the XFL. Yes, the XFL was better than the NFL.
Way
it was better.
Shitloads better, dude.
I mean, it was so good.
They took you to the girls' locker room. I mean, when has the NFL ever done that?
I mean, that is true.
Yeah, it is true.
I mean, hold on. No, I'm going to keep going. Yeah, the players of the XFL were even better.
Yeah, I don't know how they did it, but they just found a higher quality of player for the XFL than even the NFL could attract.
Well, the NFL is a monopoly. That's the only reason the XFL did not.
I heard the UFC fighters are scared of, you know, pro wrestlers
coming in and, taking over their sport.
Yeah, dude, because they see what happened with Brock Lesnar, and now they see CM Punk probably about to go in there and win that championship, easily. CM Punk's probably going to be a UFC champion in a year. We all know this.
A year? I'm thinking 6 months, dude.
Yeah,
They should just give it to him. Strip whoever has the title now.
Yeah, don't even bother with a match. Look, we've seen CM Punk fall through tables, get smashed over the head with chairs. What UFC fighter could tolerate that level of mayhem? None of them. They're all pussies. That's why Brock Lesnar just sauntered in there, got the championship, and said, you know what, I'm going back to wrestling, because I don't even fucking feel like dealing with these puss bags in here.
So basically, TJ, what you're saying is wrestling.
Yeah,
yes,
wrestling.
Wrestling.
Wrestling
awesome.
is, wrestling's wrestling, man.
All right, so before we move on, we want to let everyone know that we're running close to the deadline if you want to catch the next private show. You have to go to our Patreon page, patreon.com/DP, and become a patron of $5 or more.
This time around, I'm going to get even drunker.
We get shit-faced. We watch videos that would normally get us a content ID match.
Or something.
And usually Usually the show is at least a half hour to an hour longer than what we do now.
Sometimes even longer than that.
Yeah, if we get really trash, it'll just keep going on. And I have a whole bunch of fucking crazy-ass videos.
Oh, yeah, so if you want to get on that shit, go to Drunken Peasants fucking Patreon. It's linked down below, and it's fucking right next to Scotty's head on the screen.
Yeah, go there. And if you want to become a $10 patron, you get a movie commentary every month also.
Well, it's not necessarily always movies. Sometimes it's games, and sometimes it's old cartoons.
We just did Thundercats.
Thundercats are on the move. Thundercats are loose. Yeah, Paul was supposed to be in that one, but I totally forgot that I was supposed to tell him that we were doing it.
Hey, guys, they're talking about wrestling in the chat room. Wrestling.
Wrestling?
Wrestling! It's awesome.
Wrestling.
It's real. Wrestling's real.
It's real, obviously.
We can make it a Patreon goal. Like, if you guys give us, $30,000 a month,
we'll
stop talking about wrestling.
Okay.
No more wrestling talk from us.
Yeah.
You bought our silence, bitches. Check out our Patreon. We got a bunch of perks and stuff. The perks might be changing in a few days, but pretty much most of them are going to stay the same, so... the private show definitely going to stay the same. Commentary definitely going to stay the same. Most
cocaine going to stay the same.
But yeah, man, check it out. We got all kinds of shit on there, and you can buy drugs for us.
Drugs
directly on Patreon, I believe.
Cool.
They will ship cocaine.
I want drugs
to
delivered
our
to me from Patreon.
I hope that before I die, all drugs are legal, so I can just, as an old man, I can just call a delivery service and be like, yeah, give me some coke. Give me some acid. I don't know, a couple bags of shrooms.
You're a fucking conformist, TJ. Just
2
do
pounds,
drugs.
2 pounds.
Who
of Girl
cares if
Scout
they're fucking
cookies,
legal?
man.
Just do it.
Bring me that shit.
Just do it, TJ.
We're looking into doing a meetup in our part of the country, in our town.
Yes.
Yeah, man, we're going to do Columbus meetup.
Yep.
It's going to be great.
It's in the works.
All you Columbus bitchers, it's going to happen.
And if you're from around any of the surrounding areas.
Yeah, man, you from Cleveland, come on down.
Cincinnati,
Chicago, come on down. Chicago, come
Pittsburgh,
on down.
Indianapolis, Detroit.
St. Louis even. Come on down. It's only it's a little day trip, man.
New York, it's an hour flight.
Yeah.
Man, we had a guy from New York come to Cleveland to hang out with us.
Fuck yeah, we did.
Yeah.
Come on down, motherfuckers. Price is right.
I'm right in your backyard in San Antonio, and I'm probably going to come on down. So you know.
you damn right you coming on down, bitch, because you're gonna be doing most of the work.
if for no other reason, then I really need to. I need to check out a bed and beds and stuff.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Beds
oh yeah, man, you got to get some beds. Beds are important in life. That's the name of the head shop around here.
Yep.
For those who don't get the joke.
Thanks, TJ.
The
audience is stupid.
It's not a matter of stupidity, Scotty.
No, you think the audience is dumb. It's fine.
Well, I mean, we know the audience is dumb. Look at the fucking chat.
Wrestling?
The audience is made up of a lot of intelligent individuals.
Let's go. Okay, let's test that. Let's see. There's people talking about dykes. There's some indescribable hashtags. People writing shit like thangs, Jim ass, What does that mean? What does it mean to just type Jim Ass? Do you think you type his name and he appears? Jim Ass just fucking poof,
Jim Ass. Didn't appear.
Jim Ass is
TJ
dead,
is
y'all.
fat. Troll right now. You can wrestle on a bed. We want the individual. Troll, look at me. I'm a troll. Lex Luger. Beds and stuff.
Lex Luger, the greatest professional athlete in the history of the world.
So much greater than any athlete that has come before or since.
Because wrestling is real, and he was the best at the wrestlings.
Oh my God, yes.
It was real.
So real.
All right, here's troll or not a troll.
Okay, so before I get a bunch of crap about this title, let me explain. I was just thinking, it's Black History Month right now, right? Like February? Yeah, okay. So, lately America has been all, well, not lately, but just America, white has normally been the superior race. Or just the more dominant race. There's been more of us.
America is the superior
master
race.
We are.
America,
White people are superior.
I didn't know America was a race.
It is.
Did she say America was a race?
Yeah.
I thought she just said the white people are the superior race in America.
No, the American race, TJ.
The American race.
Yep.
Neat.
And lately, actually, white people are decreasing in numbers, and Hispanics and blacks are becoming more numerous. So I just got to thinking,
much like
with
the
all these months, like
cockroach.
Black History Month, Asian Pacific Heritage Month, with which I know a lot of you probably have not heard of, Hispanic Heritage Month, even Women's History Month. Like, we want everyone to be treated equally, right? But if we keep celebrating all the minorities, it's just gonna keep separating them, if that makes sense. I mean,
no.
Because it's not going to be until that we actually ignore the color of your skin. We stop celebrating any minorities. We stop celebrating.
No one gives a
really
shit.
care.
Like, other than like Black History Month gets like kind of like a.
It gets a bad rap.
It gets a mention,
Yeah, but everything else she mentioned, like Latino Heritage Month or
which
Hispanic.
month is that?
I don't know. Who knows?
Yeah.
Who cares? None of us know. This shit is not like this shit's not like, oh, it's making this tremendous fucking impact on the human psyche or something,
This might be the first troll or not a troll that I've agreed with. Cancel all the fucking months.
Yeah,
Fuck all your history.
no
Fuck
months.
everybody's history. Let's just have a fucking history month.
There's gonna be no lines for the states, Paul.
Just all history in 1 month.
No
and then
lines.
The other 11 months of the year, no one has to give a shit about history. But 1 month.
Yeah.
I think
troll or not a troll?
I would say not a troll.
Not a
Seems
troll.
pretty sincere to me.
You think
Not a
so?
troll.
Okay, I was gonna say troll.
Really?
But it's not a troll.
Let's set off your troll radar, Ben.
Just the way she was, it was like the tone in her voice. It didn't sound genuine to me.
It is genuine, Ben.
Okay.
Genuine.
All right. Here's a slightly older news story from quite a few years ago that someone sent to me that I thought was fucking hilarious.
The title's hilarious.
Yeah. That's the name of the restaurant. Okay.
I would totally eat there.
And then, wait until they tell you the names of some of the food. It's unbelievable.
This
All
is
right.
Great.
A new restaurant in Waco is creating some major buzz. I don't know what the restaurant or the menu, but the name certainly is.
Yeah, and when you hear it, you're either totally offended or you think it's genius. Fox 4's Dion England hit the road today and has the details.
So it's a burger place in Waco, Texas.
Hot, juicy burger, crispy tops and fried. But get this, the name of this new Waco spot
Fat
is quite
Ho
the surprise.
That's awesome.
Fat Ho Burger.
I'm going.
Dude, if I'm ever in that area, I'm going.
Paul, as a Drunken Peasants correspondent, you have to go to Fat Ho Burgers.
And we want proof.
You got to shoot a video there, and we got to play it.
I'll do it, dude. I don't give a fuck.
And everybody's like, oh, we're coming there for lunch and stuff, so there should be a lot of people coming today.
Meet me at the Fat Ho.
Yeah.
Uh-huh, that's right. Fat, as in hefty. Ho, as in, the garden tool? Or maybe not.
It's not they call people a hoe. It's just that they say, "Ooh, that hoe is big," or "Ooh, look at that."
That's the owner of the place.
That's awesome.
That hoe is big.
Fat hoe burgers, man.
The owner, 23-year-old way through college to get here, says the name is mostly a bit of humor in an otherwise serious world around us.
Look what's going on over in
Otherwise
Japan.
serious world. There's no humor anywhere else.
No.
Oh.
Just there's fat hoe burgers. That's it.
And that's all that's left for comedy. Fat hoe burgers, and that's the end of it.
Yeah.
Only other thing we got is Adam Sandler, and that shit ain't funny.
I was actually considering just ending it all tonight, but because the bright spot that is Fat Hoe Burger exists in this world, I have the courage to soldier forward.
Yep.
Wow.
I mean, it's quite clear to us that this world's not going to get any better. I mean, why cry and be depressed, you know, and say, oh, the economy's bad and yada, yada, yada. You know, somebody got to keep a sense of humor around here.
Number 1, please.
For now, that means...
Look at
Superfly Ho.
Oh my God! I want to go here.
Super fly
I
ho.
want to go there so badly. I hope it's still
Fat
exists.
chicken hoe.
Man.
This is beautiful.
If ever my fat ass is in Texas, I'm taking it to Fat Ho Burgers, dude.
Damn right.
I'm an hour and 15 minutes from this place. I'm thinking about quitting the job so I can just go there now and get a super duper fly o.
Man.
Oh my God.
It'd be worth it.
I wonder if this place is still around.
means pimpin' grilled
Let's
favorites for a lunch crowd that's spilling out the front door. But everybody is not laughing.
And one of their closest neighboring businesses, just around the corner, the
Gospel Cafe. They don't like it.
I'm having trouble finding your Gospel Cafe. Yeah, we're right across the street from the Fat Ho Burger.
Oh, it says it's closed.
Oh.
No. Oh, fuck.
Lame.
Come on. Are they sure it's closed? Are they sure?
That's so fucking sad.
It's gone.
Now my
I
suicide
guess you
plan's
could go back to killing yourself, Paul.
Folks
Yep.
here at the volunteer-run
Fuck this
religious
shit.
cafe wish the burger joint were a little more holy.
I wish they would have.
Oh man!
I wish they didn't have that offensive name.
Little more
holy.
Lee. Oh,
That's a stretch.
Whackity schmackity doo. All right.
Sensitive name that would have been nice to, you know, to think a little more sensitively.
I totally take the side of Fat Ho Burger.
Why is a bull dyke against Fat Ho Burgers?
Yeah, no lie.
I don't get it.
Figured you would like that place.
What are you going to have? Let me know.
I got the sloppy hoe brisket.
The super
Sloppy Ho Brisket.
TJ, fuck this. We're fucking starting Fat Ho Burgers too, man.
Yeah.
How the fuck is Fat Ho Burgers out of business? What happened?
She said she got the Sloppy Ho Brisket.
Sloppy Ho Brisket. That's wonderful. That's so awesome.
Fly ho.
Super fly ho with
By the way,
cheese.
the burger reviews are pretty good. And that name...
It's 2011. Anything's possible.
Yeah, so it was that long ago.
So sad.
5 years ago.
Man, I guess Fat Ho Burgers just wasn't in the right market, man.
Look at the shack that they were doing business out of. Jesus.
Yeah.
In Waco.
Probably got shut
Beyond
down by
Angry.
the health inspectors or
Fox
some
4 News.
bullshit.
Some fat hoes got pissed off and shut the place
Probably
down.
it's after the novelty wore off, dude.
Yeah.
I can tell TJ's genuinely sad.
I am. I'm pissed. I want to go to fucking Fat Ho Burgers, dude.
You're going to have to open your own. Franchise that
Dude,
shit
imagine how
out.
Paul feels.
Yeah.
He's like an hour away. He could have had that
I gotta
tomorrow.
go eat another burger somewhere else and just pretend it's a Fat Ho's burger, man.
Not the same.
I know.
Dude, just go to a barbecue joint and order the super sloppy brisket ho.
Yeah. Give me the sloppy seconds brisket.
All right, next video here. Glenn Beck says Trump supporters are as bad as Obama supporters.
Damn. Them's fighting words.
I don't know why we're in Nevada. I've been thinking about it all day. I don't know. I'm trying to do what I feel is the right thing and stand for the Constitution, but as always, we're
so morose.
Oh my god, dude.
I'm gonna talk real slow and solemn. From his penthouse suite or villa in the Caesar's Palace.
Yeah, like, why am I in Nevada in this palatial fucking... What? Fuck you, Glenn Beck, you turd.
Fuck you, Glenn Beck.
He's really on this kick lately where he's like this this wounded like warrior that tried to save America. I tried. I'm here in Nevada tonight because I tried. You know, I saw the caliphate coming and nobody listened.
Why doesn't he just nail himself to the fucking cross already?
I'm all for it.
Yeah.
Under attack for doing what we think is the right thing. And
Yeah.
found out today that stations want to cancel the show because they believe Donald Trump's going to be the next president, and they don't like to hear... They're getting complaints from Trump supporters about the show, and so some stations are talking about canceling the show. And
You're fucked now,
my,
Glenn.
Business partners called today and said,
Shouldn't have tried to stump the Trump, Glenn.
Poor Glenn Beck.
I mean,
fucking retard.
After Super Tuesday, we will know for sure whether or not Trump is the nominee.
Trump. More than likely, yes.
So this Tuesday, like at the end of the day, probably like around 11 or midnight, we will know for sure.
If Rubio, Cruz, and Kasich all just fucking decided, like, two of us have to drop out, only one of us can... Because, you know, Trump doesn't have the majority support of the Republican Party.
They're shooting themselves in the foot if they don't want Trump, because they could combine their supporters, and they would definitely, or not definitely, but they'd at least be able to contend with Trump.
As things stand, they ain't going to be able to do it.
No.
As long as they're all in there, you know, they're going to split the establishment Republican vote, and, you know, Trump ain't going to get anywhere.
Just take the two most popular,
make no one else but Trump's going to get in.
Make the most popular the presidential candidate, the second most popular vice president, and then give the third guy a cabinet position.
Yeah.
There you go.
Come to a deal. You know, make Kasich fucking secretary.
They
of
all
State
want to be
or some
top
shit.
dog. Too bad.
Yeah.
Maybe not Trump. I don't think Trump cares.
There
one way
was
or
a
the other.
poll that showed that Kasich would beat Hillary in Ohio if they were running against each other.
Makes sense.
Well, Hillary sucks.
But I mean, Ohio. I mean, he ran and won in Ohio. So I mean, who knows? There's a lot of time between now and then. So even if Kasich in some miracle did get the nomination, which he's not going to, he might have a chance. But I mean, Hillary would put a lot more machinery behind Ohio at that point, and so would her super PACs.
All her super PACs.
you know, just thought I'd let you know. And they said, we know you're not going to change anything. I'm like, no, I'm not going to change anything. And then I went to the caucus tonight, and I don't know how any of this helps. I mean, it's just bizarre. It is a bizarre
What the fuck kind of
experience
hat is Glenn Beck
to
wearing?
be out on the road, and to especially with
I mean, like, Glenn Beck, I mean, I used to think maybe he had like a weird sense of fashion, but I'm pretty sure at this point he just doesn't know how to dress himself.
He just doesn't have anybody telling him that what he's putting on just looks fucking absolutely ridiculous. So
Like,
he
I mean,
walks
if you
out
want to have
wearing
like
a
if you want to
tip-top
have like your own, if you want to have your own like unique style or something, that's one thing. But
Put a powdered wig on him and some knickerbockers, and you got Benjamin Franklin right here.
Oh,
Look
that'd be
at
great.
him.
yeah, you're right. Shit.
Glenn Beck just comes strolling out on his show in like old style Shakespearean garter hose and like a top hat with a big bright yellow ascot fucking scarf tied around his neck. Like, what the fuck is he doing? Like, you know what? Brett, or not Brett, fucking Glenn. Glenn is just, he seems flabbergasted by why his show is failing. I wonder if it's because like it was a fluke that he even fucking got popular in the first place. Like, he has no place even in the conservative like talk radio space. He's awful. He's the hind tit, and he always has been. Like, his show getting canceled has nothing to do with Trump. It has to do with the fact that his fucking numbers have been in the toilet for about 6 years, and people are getting tired of carrying the water.
You know what? I think we can save it, Paul. Glenn Beck, hire Paul's ego as your fashion consultant. He's going to turn everything around for you.
Yeah, Glenn, if you just stop appearing in those goofy outfits, maybe someone will take you seriously somewhere. You never know.
Trump supporters, they're brown shirts. I've never witnessed
brown
anything
shirts
like I saw today. It was grotesque.
They're thugs.
And sad that Americans, it's like, I treat, these people are treating people like Obama supporters treated us. The worst of the worst Obama supporters. It was like walking into Ferguson or walking into
Why
Baltimore.
are they moving the camera?
I don't know.
Like, he was out of focus. It's like,
They're
dude.
trying to make. I guess there's no way to make him interesting, so the cameraman's just like fiddle fucking around with the camera because it doesn't matter.
But there's better ways. Never mind.
They're trying to be artsy fartsy about it.
Okay, you would shoot him from a wide shot, then you would just basically cut it to a closer one. That doesn't make. Never mind. Why am I trying to instruct Glenn back? He's an idiot.
There's no reason. There's no common decency. There's nothing.
You're gonna show us
It's
footage
just
of this
bizarre.
or whatever? No. Okay.
No, I'm just gonna say it.
I mean, I saw earlier that you have footage, so why don't you show us an example of these horrible Trump supporters that treated you so bad?
Next one is Pat Robertson saying that old episodes of the 700 Club can heal people.
Wow. It's powerful, dude.
Pat, this first one comes from Dana, who says, I have to work daily, even though I'm very sick, so I DVR every episode of the 700 Club. I pray with you on each of the healings, although I'm not watching live. Is it still possible for me to receive healing when I'm not praying for the miracle live?
Tell you a story, but it's kind of a fun thing. Somebody was watching our program on tape. They were in Florida.
On tape? On Betamax?
Oh, yeah. True story.
We were in Virginia. The show had been taped a week before. And I was praying. Someone was watching. And I said, there's somebody that has a bad knee. And the Lord is healing it. I believe it's
a bad knee. A bad back.
Somebody somewhere on Earth that's watching this show has a bad knee.
And soon it will get better.
Dude, it's so despicable. It's like someone who's like, I'm always sick, and can I get the healing still? Oh, yeah, you're going to be healed. It's like, you've probably been sick for a while. I don't think that this fucking leech right here is going to help you.
It's the right knee. This woman said to the...
I'm getting a message from God right now.
Okay.
Somebody out there watching the Drunken Peasants right now is depressed. And they're feeling down because they've never had a girlfriend. The word anime keeps coming into my head. I think they might be into some kind of anime. If that's you, I'm speaking to you. Everything's gonna be okay. Okay, the Lord is sending blessings your way.
Wow.
Tape.
Thank God.
No,
Beautiful.
dummy. It's the left knee. At
Amen.
that time, I said on the tape, no, it is the left knee. And the woman got healed.
Wow.
So,
and then she was healed.
And we've had things in Africa take place where the Spirit of God rebuked demon spirits and drove them out of a house. It's unbelievably what goes on. The power of God is not limited.
It is unbelievable.
I would say it is unbelievable for sure. Because it didn't fucking happen.
I don't believe it, so it must be unbelievable.
But make sure to send Pat some money. The only thing he gives a shit about, you want to see a spark in his eyes, just mention all the money you're going to send him.
God don't do this shit for free, y'all. God don't do this shit for free.
So, tape, God's infinite. Okay.
God's infinite, so watch a tape. Watch it now.
God's infinite. That's why he needs a VHS tape to deliver his fucking healing for him.
Yeah,
and lots of money.
Why would God wait till that moment? Like, God's sitting there like, okay, wait till she pops in the tape. All right, wait till that moment.
Healed.
No, it's lefty. Okay, now. Oh, yeah, healed, bitch. What sense does it make?
Just pray you'll be healed,
Since you called Robertson a chimp in the last episode, I can't see him as anything other than just an old old gray chimp.
It's pretty easy to see him as a Ferengi.
Someone sent in Photoshop pictures of him as a chimp, and who was with him?
Trump.
Trump as an orangutan.
Yeah, it was great.
It was great. Classic.
All right, next one. Brian Fisher says that every abortion is like food for demons.
Really? They're eating the abortions?
Yep.
That's awesome.
Now, here's what I want you to understand here.
So
He says,
metal.
look, when you sacrifice a
Dude,
child...
it's like the spiritual circle of life, man. Like the fucking abortion falls to the ground, the demon eats it, recycles it, creates the sin that causes the mother to fuck the guy on the first date, create another abortion. It's beautiful, isn't it? Nature.
Okay, but you know the thing that's been said too, because this guy, he always talks about the homosexual lobby. It's like homosexuals don't have abortions. And this point has been brought up. It's like they're so anti-gay, but it's like, and abortions are so evil. It's like, but they ain't gay guys.
Homosexuals adopt children just to murder them.
Oh, shit.
Just to abort them. Yeah.
I didn't even realize.
Yep.
Lots of lesbians out there like, yeah,
it's extra
in vitro fertilization just so I can
So
abort it
they adopt them
tomorrow.
on the lesbian island, and then they kill them. It's for like
yeah,
sport.
it's like extra late term abortion.
Also, it's like cannibalism even too, right?
Yep.
Well, the demons do the eating. They're not humans,
Oh, okay,
so it's not cannibalism.
Oh, okay.
are sacrificing that child to demons.
Cool.
That's the word that's used right here in the scripture. I looked it up in the Hebrew lexicon. You know what that word demon means? It means demon. Refers to an evil spirit.
Hold on.
Let me get this straight.
Demon right here.
The word demon means demon. I'm pretty sure you're not allowed to use a word to define itself.
You know the word cunt means cunt.
Like,
Are you sure?
Can you imagine just going through a dictionary and it's like, let's look up ubiquitous. It means ubiquitous. Oh, okay. Thanks, dictionary. That helps. Fuck.
Spirit. And the point that the psalmist is making is when a nation sacrifices innocent children in abortion or infanticide, that is a sacrifice to demons. It's like food for demons, using that expression
That's
metaphorically.
awesome.
What I mean by that is that act of the shedding of innocent blood, the most innocent among us, it empowers satanic forces.
Okay, but God killed the firstborn child of all the Egyptians in fucking the Bible.
God killed children for making fun of a bald man.
There's a line. Yeah, he killed like 40 kids or something. 'Cause
Yeah.
they made fun of a bald dude. He sent a bear to kill them. I mean, you know, Moses and his armies fucking killed children. It says right there in the Bible. I mean, there's plenty of fucking child killing in the Bible.
Well, God's allowed to, TJ. God is allowed to kill because he's God. He's omnipotent. He has the overview, okay? When we presume to be God and take into our hands the power to kill, it is then that we have transgressed.
Thank you for clarifying.
Amen.
I didn't understand.
It energizes satanic forces. It gives them the legal right to be at work in our culture. It energizes them. It empowers them. It gives them legal ground. It gives them permission to operate. So every time an abortion is performed in the
An angel gets its wings.
United States of America,
a demon,
a jolt of power is given to Satan and to satanic forces.
Did you see this jolt of power shoot out of Planned Parenthood? Like,
Life
the
really
devil's
is
like,
a fucking...
oh, that feels good.
Planned Parenthood is basically, those are satanic temples, dude.
When you get far enough down the Christian slider, life really is just kind of an action cartoon, isn't it? Like every sin that's committed creates a palpable like ray of evil energy that seeps into the ground, feeding the demons. Like,
yeah, Satan's just sitting there on his throne like, yes, more abortions,
Feed me
more
more power.
Soon my power will be greater than that of heaven. It's like, oh, Jesus, what the fuck?
I mean, oh, Satan, you mean?
So
Satan,
we are never
Satan needs batteries.
going to restore this nation to what we want it to be and its freedom from demonic oppression until we stop
Demonic oppression.
the practice of abortion.
all right, we've got a couple Trump clips. Here's Trump will open up libel laws to sue journalists. Liability laws.
Finally,
yeah.
I'll tell you what. I think the media is among the most dishonest groups of people I've ever met. They're terrible.
See those fucking douchebags with the jersey?
The New York Times, which is losing a fortune, which is a failing newspaper, which probably won't be around that much longer, but probably somebody will buy it as a trophy, keep it going for a little longer. But I think the New York Times is one of the most dishonest media outlets I've ever seen in my life. The worst. The worst.
Okay.
The absolute worst. They have an agenda that you wouldn't believe. And they're run by incompetent people. They are totally incompetently run. Washington Post, I have to tell you, I have respect for Jeff Bezos, but he bought the Washington Post to have political influence.
What an ironic statement coming from this person to say he just wants political influence. Like, obviously you do too. Look where you're at.
He's running for president.
Not to mention, it's like, so what specifically were they dishonest about?
You don't want to mention.
They're just dishonest in general. Like,
you don't want to
okay,
mention that part, dude.
Specifics makes my heads hurt. That's why I likes me some Trump. Trump don't get into that bullshit nuance and detail and specifics. He just tell you like it is. The news is bullshit. This guy over here sucked another guy's dick once. Ted Cruz is a faggot. You know, that's all I need to know.
Damn right, man.
As long as the
That's
wall is
it,
going to be 10 feet higher, Paul. 10 feet higher, man.
Man, I say, man, just fucking build the wall so big it just pushes all them Mexicans into the ocean.
Damn.
I say we just use the bodies of the Mexicans as the foundation for the goddamn wall and the filler.
Damn right. Fucking damn right, man. Kill them Mexicans.
And I got to tell you, we have a different country than we used to have. We have a different, he owns Amazon. He wants political influence so that Amazon will benefit from it. That's not right. And believe me, if I become president, do they have problems. They're going to have such problems.
He said he did the exact same thing. He literally said, like, Democrats, Republicans, doesn't matter to me. I'm going to buy them and play the game because I wanted influence on my deals. And then they turn around and be like, you know, Jeff Bezos, he's a piece of shit. He wants influence on deals. That's why he's giving money to politicians, just like you did.
No, Scotty. It's different when Trump does it.
I don't know why, but Scotty's
guy bought a
arguments makes
newspaper.
my head hurt, man. I want to hear more Trump.
Trump.
And one of the things I'm going to do, and this is only going to make it tougher for me, and I've never said this before.
Never.
But one of the things I'm going to do if I win, and I hope I do, and we're certainly leading, is I'm going to open up our libel laws so when they write purposely negative and horrible and false articles, we can sue them and win lots of money. We're going to open up those libel laws.
Well, I thought they were
so that when the New York Times...
I take it all back.
Yeah, I thought they were all broke. What are you going to get millions of dollars from, Trump? Suing broke rags like the New York Times.
You know, Paul, it sounds a lot like libel. Trump's going to sue your ass.
I mean, like...
So you say then, buddy.
He's basically sitting there saying, like, a lot of people said some mean shit about me. Well, when I'm president, they're going to get their fucking comeuppance, bitch. I'm going to change the laws, make it easier to sue them. It's like...
I'm going to sue everyone.
Jesus. You're so petty,
You
Trump.
slander Trump, you libel Trump, you're fucking sued.
Don't liability Trump situation, Scotty.
Well, if you think about it, though, that is probably a good stand to take, like, as a man, you know, because the current Muslim in chief, like, when the media shits on him, he just shows up in the Rose Garden and smiles at them and talks to them and stuff. Like, I think we need a president that'll obstinately refuse to speak to any media outlet and, you know, sue people for criticizing him. I think that's what we need to make America great again, TJ.
That is what we need.
Okay, well, Paul, they're lying.
It needs to be
You're a
way
choke artist.
easier to sue people for writing stories you don't like about yourself, man. Way easier. It's too hard right now.
writes a hit piece, which is a total disgrace, or when the Washington Post, which is there for other reasons, writes a hit piece, we can sue them and win money instead of having no chance of winning because they're totally protected.
All right. So next one here is another clip of Trump saying he's vowing to make Christianity great again.
Finally, the savior. He's the savior America truly needs.
You know, another thing that we have to talk about, I've had tremendous support from the evangelicals. and from Christians. I've had tremendous support.
And the poorly educated.
And in fact, Pastor Jeffress is here right now. I don't know. Pastor Jeffress, where are you? Oh, come here. I saw him. Get him over here. He has been so supportive. I didn't meet him. I've seen him on television for years. I always liked him a lot. And one day I'm listening to him, and he said, Donald Trump may not be perfect, but he's the best leader. He's the strongest guy. He's going to knock out ISIS. He's going to do great for our economy. He may not be perfect. I didn't like that, but that's okay. But he's going to be our best president. Will you come out? Because see if you can get him up here. I love this guy. I'm just watching him, and highly respected. And also,
how long does it take
Jerry
this guy to get on the
Falwell
fucking
Jr.
stage?
was so incredible. And since and many others, the
Jerry
Reverend
Falwell
Paul
Jr.? I didn't even know that was a thing.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Well, we have that separation of church and state.
White, so many others. We've had such support. We have unbelievable support from Sarah Palin. She is incredible. She's a great person. Come on up here, Reverend. Pastor Jeffress, and is it true? I didn't know him, and I love him. Say a few words.
All right.
Say a few words? That's it?
Here's a former president of Mexico, Vicente Fox. He was president of Mexico around the same time George Bush was president of the U.S.
Yeah.
And he's pissed off about Trump and the wall and everything. So here's his response to that.
Texas, the immigration issue is part of everyday life. There is a long border with Mexico, and there's a lot of shared, relationships and values and a lot of interests with people across the border. So today I want to play some sound from you. The former president of Mexico, Vicente Fox, was on Fusion with Jorge Ramos, and he just lashed out at Donald Trump and what Donald Trump has been saying about the wall that he wants to build and the fact that he wants Mexico to pay for it. Listen.
All right, so here we go.
I declare, I'm not going to pay for that wall. He should pay for it. He's got the money.
Are you afraid that he's going to be the next president of the United States? What would that mean? What would that mean for Mexico?
No, not at all. Democracy cannot take us to crazy people that doesn't know what's going on in the world today.
Yeah, certainly can't do that. Democracy, that would never happen in democracy. What? I'm sorry, have you been asleep for the last fucking 40 years?
He has a lot more faith in democracy than me.
Jesus. Democracy, it's infallible. Just look around. People are smart.
Not gonna pay to build that fucking wall.
You are gonna pay, bitch.
He went Mexican.
You're killing us,
gangster on it
TJ.
for a second.
$58 billion, TJ. He's going to pay for the wall. Vicente Fox right there is going to pay for the fucking wall, I guarantee.
When Trump is done with you, you'll be begging to pay for that wall.
I ain't not gonna pay for that fucking wall.
You'll want a wall between you and Trump, buddy.
Oh, shit.
Badges? We don't need no sticky badges. All right. Trump mocks Rubio's State of the Union water incident.
Water incident?
Yeah.
What happened?
I don't know. It's only 46 seconds long.
When they put Marco on,
I remember what it was. Like the State of the Union, oh, never mind. Fuck it. Maybe it's not that.
Thanks for
He was at a
interrupting the
debate
video,
and he had
Paul.
a really awkward moment where he was like, "But at least I've got some water." You know, he was in California.
Oh yeah,
that's in,
I
the worst
I remember
drought
that.
in a
I remember
decade.
that. Yeah,
I didn't see it.
All right.
Rubio stops in the middle of his speech and goes and gets some water way off camera and drinks it, and it's really awkward and horrible.
I think he probably just fucking forgot what he was saying.
when they put Marco on to refute President Obama's speech, do you remember that catastrophe? And he's like this, and we were, I need water, help me, I need...
It's funny. I'll admit that. Look how orange Trump is with his fucking orange fake tan.
I think Trump is just, three Oompa Loompas standing on top of each other in a suit.
Was he just tattooed orange? Is that what happened?
I don't know.
Water, help. And he's
I
this
love
is
that
on.
he's literally a cunt hair away from just going and Rubio was all oh, look at me, I'm a woman and I need need to drink water. You know, like he literally may as well just start doing that. Like it's amazing that he I love him.
Yeah, he's a consummate entertainer, dude.
Live television, this total joke artist. It's Rubio.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Oh, man.
Stud.
Trump, man.
He's going to win so hard. He's going to win so fucking hard. We're looking at the next president.
I don't know if he can beat Hillary. I don't know.
Man, fuck Hillary.
It all depends on who can appeal to voters here.
I can't see myself actually voting for Trump.
No,
but
there's no fucking way I'm voting for
I'll
Trump.
probably abstain, but I mean, honestly, if he gets elected, all I can say is like it's good for my show. I don't give a shit.
Since you're registered, you might as well just vote for a third party candidate that you agree with the most.
Yeah, I'll probably vote like Green Party
TJ.
or some shit.
Right in, dude.
Green Party is Jill Stein, and then there's Gary Johnson for the Libertarians.
Yeah, fuck that Gary Johnson shit.
I'm writing in James Asserton here in Texas, so.
Yeah, the Jim ass vote.
That's what it.
All right.
Man, God damn, that's fucking. Oh man, Trump, man. Fuck.
Dude, he should have done that at the
Trump,
debate.
you fucking stud. Wow.
OG, motherfucker.
Did you ever see the video where Bernie Sanders gets like screamed at by the Native American activist?
No.
It's pretty crazy. I mean, not really screamed, but the guy is like really loud for several minutes.
Fucking Native Americans and their bullshit. I call them Indians. I don't do that Native American shit.
You just did.
Yeah, but only because he says what the name of the fucking file is, and Ben said it. Man.
Well, let me ask you this,
correct.
TJ. Who do you call a native? The dirt worshippers that was here that watched over the land until we came and...
It's all Ben's fault.
Or the ones that worked their blood and sweat into the soil to make this country great?
You mean like the slaves and Chinese and shit?
No, fuck them.
All right. Sanders questioned by Native American activist.
All right, Clyde, can we, if we do this, can we keep it sharp? Because we want to make sure. Say it again. If you can get it out now, we'll honor it. We are on native land after all, and we are going to honor. If you can honor the time that we have.
This is some sort of Q&A for people of color or something like that.
Fucking Bernie Sanders, fucking old Jew. He ain't no person of color.
No, but he's trying to get their votes. Because that's where his support is lacking on the left more than anywhere else. Because they mentioned that later on. Else.
Abuju, you gone the way we done indigenous cause or Shishak Dodain. Shinabe.
That's his language.
Oh, okay.
Three Fire Society. Gather to the Sacred Pipe Sundance. American Indian Movement. My spirit name is Nagan the way we done. And the thunder.
Nagan what?
I am sorry with the
Can you
spirit.
pick a new spirit name? Can you trade that one in? Naganda Wee Wee Done? Oh, Jesus.
Damn.
My colonial name is Clyde Belcourt.
Stick with that.
I was given that at birth because when I was born 79 years ago, we were forbidden by this government in collusion with the churches to speak our native tongue again. We were forbidden.
I think they were just trying to save you from that really embarrassing name, dude.
I don't know, like
give the white devil some credit, man. They saved you from having to go around calling yourself Poopy Wee Wee Done, whatever the hell it was.
They said that they banned him from speaking his native language, and now a lot of their languages are pretty much dead at this point.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is Bernie even here? Is he?
Yeah,
at
he's
this
there.
thing?
No, yeah, he's there. He's talking to him. So eventually you'll hear Bernie at the end.
To pray,
For
to
2
sing,
seconds.
to dance. They've taken everything that they could from us since then. They've taken everything. but our dignity and our pride. I am the founder.
We still have worthless dignity and
I am the founder and the
pride.
national director of the American Indian Movement. It was founded right here in the city of Minneapolis when civil rights and human rights was strictly a black and white issue here in America. The Indian people were totally forgotten, like we didn't exist anymore. They thought John Wayne...
Pretty much don't. I almost never come across you motherfuckers.
Not out here.
Well, I guess if you live in New Mexico like Ben, you run into...
New Mexico, Arizona, Colorado.
We named a bunch of shit after you guys.
Well, no, we didn't name it after them. That's what it was called.
Well,
already.
all right. Well, we kept a lot of your names.
Okay.
Kept some of them.
This guy does cut a good promo, though.
Yeah, yeah. And they keep trying to cut him
Wrestling.
off later on, and he's all like, fuck you.
Got all of us. George Armstrong Custer killed all of us. United States government got rid of all of us, but we're still here.
Yep.
But I'm telling you, brother, that the Trail of Tears is gonna run wild.
You hear the crowd pop for him?
Brother. The moon sun dog pipe passing ceremony is coming for you, brother. You better recognize.
Angry.
I want to see him body slam Bernie
I get
now.
angry when I hear you and Hillary and Donald Trump. And
Did he say Donald Trump?
Yes, he's Donald.
The rest of these right-wingers never saying a single word about what happened to the native people of this land. This is why the movement was formed. And this is my question. I went through a 9.5 month, the longest trial in the criminal history of the United States government to extinguish all native tribes in America in St. Paul, Minnesota, following the occupation of Wounded Knee.
See, I don't understand why when this kind of shit is happening, Bernie just kind of stands there and like lets them talk. He doesn't try to like say anything to shut this
That's
guy
because he
up.
doesn't want the media reporting. Bernie Sanders cuts off, Native American activists.
This guy goes on for like 6 minutes, and Bernie doesn't talk till the very end.
Well, remember
I kind of wish he would have just kind of been like, okay, well, this is my position on it.
Well, remember he was in Seattle, and the Black Lives Matter people got on stage, and he just was like, okay, you guys can talk.
That's what I mean.
Say what you want about Bernie. He's a good politician. I think he's probably the best candidate that we have right now, but he has a strong streak of that old Democratic capitulation.
Yeah.
He likes to just kind of roll over to whatever group it is that has some fucking grievance. And as such, we're watching this instead of watching Bernie talk policy, which is what he needs to be doing at these things.
Wounded Knee. Because we felt if we didn't stand up,
I want to see Bernie just look him dead in the eyes and be like, Custer was right, bitch.
That we would surely perish as a people. And when that trial ended, we found out they would never, ever listen to our treaties because they didn't know.
He's supposed to be asking a question.
Yeah, this isn't really a question so far. More of a
White
statement.
America's totally scholastically retarded when it comes to Indian people and our culture, tradition, our history.
I'm starting to feel like that we should just create a bonfire and get our woven grass blankets, because I think Chief Sitting Bull is going to talk for a while. I think he's gonna tell the tale of his people tonight. So maybe we should sit and listen and reflect under the stars.
Let us pass the peace pipe then.
Yes.
Let's get to the question.
I got something to say, and I'm going to say it. If you have to carry me out of here, carry me out of here, because I'm going to...
I could understand if Bernie was president at this point, but, like, he's just there because he's running. He doesn't have any actual authority at this point.
Speak because I'm tired of this bullshit. I'm tired of this bullshit.
The people that are cheering are hilarious. Like,
yeah. Well, this is like some WWE shit. He's like cutting a promo against the Democrats.
Yeah, he does keep pointing at him like, yeah, what you gonna do, brother?
Never heard this.
Wrestling, by the
crowd
way.
is just like, yeah, incoherent rage, woo.
It's almost
Me
like
too,
wrestling.
I'm tired of this vague, nondescript bullshit too, man.
It's just like wrestling, which is totally real.
Yeah.
The first night
I think this might
I've
actually
heard
be fake,
anybody
though.
even mention the name Native people or Indians. And you know why? Because I'm here. They knew they had to say something.
So a question. What's the question, Clyde?
Here's my question. We went to the United Nations. We're the only organization.
That's not a question. That's a statement.
Radical terrorist organization, as they try to call us. We're the first ones to give United Nations non-government organization.
You know what, man?
status.
This guy sits here and talks all this shit about, man, all this white people shit. You could tell he's eating some white people snack food, though, man. You can tell every time he goes to fill up his car, he's going in there and buying some fucking Cheetos.
If he
man.
lives on the reservation, he gets like they get like white flour and white sugar and lard and that kind of shit.
Yeah, man, he is made of lard. Why are some Indians so fat?
It's because of the food. They weren't like physiologically developed to eat like farmed food because they were still like hunter gatherers for the most part.
Yeah. Pussies. What's up, Paul?
I was just going to say that what you fail to realize is that Chief Joseph here, if the white man had never come, would subsist himself on strips of lean venison and fresh brook trout caught from the river and beetroot. But instead, now he's eating, McDonald's and moon pies.
Yeah.
Because the white man brought those things to him.
I had a moon pie the other day.
And drinking Listerine,
You know what? After that Jim Cornette episode, I went and got a moon pie, dude. Because Jim Cornette was talking about moon pies and how, we just got to poison the moon pie supply. And I'm like, man, I ain't had a moon pie in a while. They're still disgusting, but,
And we had to go.
They're dry.
We need the question,
Listen to me. I'm getting into it.
Okay.
I'm getting to it.
I'm getting to it.
We had to go to the United Nations because our elders asked us. If we didn't get that type of international recognition, this government...
I hope this culminates in a fucking totally non sequitur question. Like, so my question is, what do you prefer, pancakes or waffles?
Or just some completely inconsequential policy question like, what are you going to do about the sewer grates in Poughkeepsie?
Corporate government would wipe us out.
Yeah.
And then we had to form a permanent forum.
Clyde, we got to get to the question.
Listen to me. You've got time.
I'm with you, but we gotta
Bernie's
get to the
got
question.
time, and you guys got time to hear what I have to say.
This is a black forum,
but listen,
and we want to give time for this,
it's
but we got
not
to
a
have a
black
balance.
forum. It's people of color, and I'm one of those colors.
Okay.
It's not a black forum.
Let's get to the question. Let's get to the question.
That's all. Oh.
He did try to pull like, this is for black people. You are not black.
It's because black people are black people think they own every damn thing. People of color, that just means black to them. They don't give a fuck about any other race.
As far as I'm concerned.
All right. Just get to the question.
Here's what I'm saying. We had to travel the whole United States, Canada, Central and South America, all the way to the southern tip. We had to go into the Congo in South Africa and meet with black people, tribal people.
Clyde, question. You got a question, bro. Question. Just ask the question.
My question is this.
Here we go.
After 30 years, listen to me, Ben. After 30 years.
Bernie's like, I'm getting the fuck out of here. You see him standing up?
I think he was
I worked within the United Nations. The United Nations finally signed the Declaration
or we got to move on.
of Rights for Indigenous People.
All right.
I want to know if you're going to honor those treaties. I want to know.
Bernie, you can't end a conference on that. You can't just go like have that disaster happen and just go thank you all.
Bye.
Like,
Good night.
Stop going to these fucking things, man. That just looks awful.
Yeah, like if you're gonna let the dude rant for 6 minutes, say something. Be like, yeah, I'm gonna honor those treaties. I'm looking into that. Bye.
You're Vice President. If you become the President of the United States, are you going to honor the treaties made with Indian people?
There we go. Are you going to honor the treaties?
Are you going to honor our
The
treaties?
Native American people have gotten a terrible deal from the federal government. I will do everything I can to redress that. Absolutely. Thank you all very much.
You haven't answered the question. You still haven't answered the question.
I think, well,
yeah, he did.
He did answer the question. He just didn't give you the answer you wanted.
Yeah, I think what he's saying is I'll do what I can to help, but I'm not honoring some weird ancient archaic treaty that we already fucking pretty much violated 1 million times. It's just not gonna happen. So get that fucking fantasy. Like, all the white people have to leave America. We're giving it back to the Native Americans. Yeah, we're gonna help them put their teepees back and shit, and then we're getting out. tear down all this modern construction and infrastructure. We're trying to restore America back to the state it was in before we took it. And we're all going to go back to our European countries of origin and just let these people alone.
It's any day
not gonna
now.
happen.
Yeah, I mean, it sounds nice to them, but I mean, he's living in a fantasy world if he thinks that's actually going to even.
I mean, I don't know if he wants that, but you know, it seems like it's pretty much on that level of reason.
This doesn't seem to me to be the way to get the black vote for Bernie, going to things like this. Does it make sense to you guys that he's there? Is this something that a lot of candidates do?
Well, he does need the black vote. He needs minority votes for sure.
Yeah, but is this the way to get it? Going to fucking shit shows like this?
I have no idea. I mean, this is how they go out and raise awareness.
Yeah, I mean,
this
he's
is the
just-
traditional way to do that. So
I don't see any problem with him going to these things. And I mean, look, you encounter so many people. I mean, Bernie is encountering thousands upon thousands of people. You're going to run into people like this. You just have to be like, okay. I mean, what are you going to do? You're going to be like, grab the fucking mic, fuck off, asshole, because then that'll be a story.
Stone Boy, grab the mic.
Hold the mic.
Yeah. I follow Lewin on Twitter.
Me too. I wonder if he knows he's kind of a little minor thing in this weird little internet community.
Yeah. Probably not.
I bet, you know what? I bet if he found out, he'd just smile from ear to ear, though.
Yeah. Probably.
I love you, Lewin.
Lewin.
When I'm feeling alone at night, I feel like I got nobody to talk to. Lewin is always there for me, Scotty.
That's wonderful. You think of his smile?
I think of his big, toothy grin, his joie de vivre, his chutzpah.
Just feel so comfortable then, huh, Paul? Just relax thinking of it.
Here's
late at night.
Marco Rubio repeats the same line 8 times to Bill O'Reilly.
Oh, he's garbage. He's a choke artist.
And only after we've secured our border, then we'll see what the American people are willing to support when it comes to someone who's been here for a long time. Because we'll see what the American people support.
Well, now, your vision, not the American people's vision, your vision.
If we prove to the American people that illegal immigration is finally under control, I think the American people will respond in a very rational, reasonable, but responsible way about what do you do with someone that fits certain criteria.
In your mind.
Again, it depends on what the... Yeah,
all right, but let me give you an example.
It depends on what the American people are willing to...
You let them stay, you give them American citizenship, what do you do with them?
Well, first of all, it depends on what the American people are willing to support, because you're not going to ram anything down their throat. But no, I'm going to give you. No, I'm going to give it to you, Bill. Okay, but hold on a second. Let me finish my statement. It does depend on what the American people will support. Here's what.
Oh, Jesus.
Okay. All right. So we're up to 7 now. So there's one more.
I've suggested in the past. In exchange for all of that, they can apply and receive a work permit. And that's all they're going to be allowed to have, a permit that allows them to work here and travel. And that's it. Okay. And that's all they'll be allowed to have for a very significant period of time. I think that's something the American people might be open to, but only...
Okay.
Wow.
Yeah, so he has a history of doing that. Of just like repeating the same line. He doesn't even switch it up at all. He just keeps reading.
He was using the American people as a shield there, like, you know, what I do is going to depend on what the American people want.
Yeah, he represents all the American people.
Yeah. I'm sure he's going to factor my opinion in.
Here is a video that is critical of you and our show, TJ.
Okay. The Amazing Atheist's most recent upload, entitled Nuance is Dead and SJW's Piss on Its Grave, was in many ways one of his best videos. Yep. He went into a lot of details about a lot of things and explained a lot of things very well. At the same time, he was also quite hypocritical.
Yeah.
Let me explain. He pointed out how nuance is important, that context is important. He used Kanye West as an example, where Kanye at one point talked negatively about someone who refused to stand up during a concert, not knowing that the person was wheelchair-bound. But this didn't stop people from painting Kanye as a horrible person for it. Granted, Kanye isn't someone to put up on a pedestal, but in this case he wasn't actually being nasty. TJ pointed out the story of the old lady who spilled 190-degree coffee on herself and got third-degree burns that almost killed her, and she had to get skin grafts. This didn't stop people from using her story constantly as an example of frivolous lawsuits. The amazing atheist wanted to point out the nuance and context of the whole thing.
Yep.
And so his video was very good at bringing up how there is nuance and context to most things. Unfortunately, he didn't do the same thing for SJWs nor the Black Lives Matter movement. He gives everyone the benefit of the doubt except for certain groups.
No.
He mentioned how his tweets lack nuance and context, and he explained how the reason for that is because, well, it's Twitter, and Twitter has an extreme character limit. What he did not mention is Drunken Peasants, which the entire thing is based on a complete lack of nuance and a complete lack of context. It's all about making fun of people with no care in the world.
This is a comedy show.
He'll bring that up.
Okay.
About what things actually mean, or what they meant. And yes, I get it, Drunken Peasants is supposed to be funny.
No, you don't get it.
It's supposed to be pure entertainment.
Yes.
But it's also quite possible to be funny and still give context and nuance to scenarios. Comedians do this all the time. Now, granted, I'm not a fan of Drunken Peasants to begin with. I think it's one of the most juvenile, anti-intellectual, lowest common denominator things on YouTube.
Thank you. Can we quote you?
I don't know. I mean, I would say it is pretty lowbrow and juvenile and shit. But I mean, to say it's one of the dumbest things on YouTube, like least intellectual things on YouTube. Have you seen YouTube? I mean, like a lot of what's popular is like reaction videos or unboxing videos. It's like I took a product out of a box. Wow, I want to see that. 13 million views.
Yeah, what about pranking videos?
Yeah, like we're gonna scare the shit out of
You
some
know what?
people and fucking
Shut
be like,
up,
"Oh."
intellectual lightweights.
Yeah.
This guy, what's this guy's name?
I think this is Kazumi.
Kazumi, he's talking.
Kazumi, yeah.
Yeah.
It's one of those parenting fucking videos again. Like, let me show you how you should be funny on your comedy show. Like, if you've got the key to comedy, why don't you start a podcast, Kazumi? And you can be intellectual and highbrow and hilarious at the same time.
I've always found it odd how TJ can say such thought-provoking things on one side and get people to laugh while actually learning something, and then turn around and put out puerile garbage like the Drunken Peasants. To each their own. But it makes money and it's popular, so can I call it pitiful? Well, you know, he's making money, so... But let's go back to...
Time to make some money. Time to make some money. Time to make some money on the Drunken Peasants podcast.
Bitter Party of One.
Wow.
Yeah, he's making money. Actually, I was going to hang out with Kazumi, and he was cool. But
he thinks your show's trash, dude.
I was on the Pimp Monk show with him a few months back, and he never said anything nasty or mean to me about the Drunken Peasants, and that's probably where he knows me from. So I don't know where all this vitriol's coming from all of a sudden.
I mean, does he hate you guys?
Well, what can I say? They are making money after all.
It's one of those like
hurt. Someone is butt hurt. You are so butt.
Well, when you sit around naked all the time, you know, of course your butt's going to get injured eventually.
Yeah.
JWs and Black Lives Matter. He doesn't seem to want to know really anything about the concept of social justice itself, just what these crazy SJWs are pushing out. Granted, the way that
he doesn't want to know anything about them except for their propaganda and everything they say and do.
Yeah, because when you refute the points, you just don't know anything about it.
You know, you just try to focus on, you know, the things that they do and say and the propaganda they put on the internet and the things they, you know, their agenda and stuff, but you don't really get to know them. Sorry.
I just take exception.
I don't know.
And, like,
I don't know
maybe
what the
this
standard
like
is here.
This fatherly tone that people are taking now. It's just like, you know, I just can't see how it's like the year, like 2016 is the year of lost respect, man. Man, TJ can be really insightful and funny on his channel, but he just puts out this pure dreck, and I wonder if I can talk to him like I'm his dad and let him know why he shouldn't be. I hate this shit. Like, why would you bother doing this? Like, if the Drunken Peasants is puerile dreck, the bottom of the barrel of YouTube, what are you doing watching it in the first place, let alone commentating on it? Don't you have higher fucking thinking to do, Kazume? Don't you have a fucking intellectual ivory tower to be sitting on top of with your shirt off?
Paul, you're getting a little carried away, man. Getting a little carried away, Paul.
Simmer down, Paul. Simmer down.
JW's acting on a
in
lot
a
of these
fatherly
internet
manner, I want
platforms.
to put a hand on your shoulder and
Come
let you
on.
know, son, you're
Come
acting
on.
like a spaz.
We need to get the nuance of his.
All right, yeah, the nuance is so
Shut
important.
the fuck up.
Sorry.
Apologize.
All right,
Colleges, they're quite a negative force. But the concept of social justice is not a flawed one. The concept of social justice is one that has driven much of the progress we've made since the 1950s. Do we want to turn back time? Do we want to stop any sort of progress?
Oh, wow, a Cher reference.
There is prejudice, there is discrimination, there is an assumption that black people are going to be more violent.
This is a total
There is
straw
an
man.
assumption that black people are going to have a criminal mindset. And when police don't treat black people in any way the same...
What do you mean there is an assumption? Like, what? That's such a passive statement. There is an assumption. Like, where is it? Like, no, certain people have that assumption, other people don't.
Well, he's also assuming because you're anti-SJW that you're against any concept of equality or you're even critiquing or commenting about the system that we live in. You're just like, oh no, because I don't support these people. I'm just totally against it.
All right, yeah, I'll support a social justice cause that actually makes sense. Like, the private prison system is pretty fucked up. We need to correct that or something. But when it's like, there was tits in a video game and I felt uncomfortable. It's like, I don't care if you felt uncomfortable. Fuck you. That's not a social justice cause.
Same as other races, there's a problem. Now, granted, I have no room to talk here. For quite a while, I spoke negatively about Black Lives Matter as well, but I eventually got past that to see what the roots of the movement are actually about.
You get a black
I'm hoping that
boyfriend or
TJ
something?
will start to look at the roots of what social justice is about and what the roots of Black Lives Matter is all about
how do you know
as
he
well.
hasn't? How do you know he
If we
hasn't?
are to judge those speaking against...
Because if I had, I would have come to the same conclusions he has, Scotty.
Yeah, well, Kazume is his dad. He knows his son hasn't looked into social justice, and he just wants to make sure that TJ knows that he should, before he commentates on it constantly, that he should really kind of look into what social justice is.
I just want to point out
tip.
that, we have a pretty massive live audience right now, but they're all the lowest common denominator.
Yes. You're all scum.
According to Kazumi.
They're worse than us because we're doing the show. They're watching the show.
Oh, man.
They're consuming this terrible content.
Every
this
last stinking goddamn motherfucking one of you
It
is
says
a lowbrow jackass.
4,603.
What's wrong with these people?
Yeah.
Each and every one of you is scum.
Kazumi looks at all of you with contempt.
Check your privilege, people.
Check your fucking privilege.
I'll tell you, that Cher reference he made sure was a good example of that type of highbrow humor we could be doing, fellas. We need to step our game up, get on Kazumi's level.
Oh, I don't know, Paul. That's a tall order.
Do we turn back time? Picture a Cher. Oh, you sly dog, Kazumi. You got a belly laugh out of me with that one.
Oh, man, yeah, this is classic.
Against SJWs and Black Lives Matter, the same way we're judging SJWs and Black Lives Matter, we would be having a much longer discussion than we've been. Many people seem to be speaking against any further possible progress we could make when it comes to social issues. Many are basically being a bunch of traditionalists. They're drawing a line saying, no, we don't want to move forward any more than we have.
These are all
Everything
straw
is
mans.
fine.
I've never heard anyone say that. I've never heard anyone say anything like this.
I've never even met, we live in the most perpetually dissatisfied country ever. There's literally no one you can find who's just like, let's just keep everything as it is. Like, everyone's got some sort of agenda for what they want the fucking future to be.
I mean, it's funny to say. It's like it's active as if we're saying there's no merit in social justice at all. There's no merit in anything Black Lives Matter's ever said at all. It's like no one said that.
Well, what he's telling us is that because TJ and to a great extent the rest of us don't support a future, we don't support a future that's run by people who are offended by a nipple in a video game or that think that they're a sparkling sky dragon in another life or some shit. Because we don't want that future, we must be advocating for the status quo, right? Because everything's that black and white, cut and dried, right?
Yes, it is.
Of course.
Everything is perfect.
Everything's
we don't
perfect.
want to see any more change.
Yeah, I'm
Leave
loving your straw
everything
man.
as it is. There is always room for improvement. even if we mostly have what we want.
Yeah, refute that straw
A movie
man.
could always be better.
Kick its ass.
A song could always be better.
I mean,
a game
when
could
Paul
always
said
be
it,
better.
it's just more and more.
A government could always be better. We as people could always be better.
Not me.
Individuals could always
situations.
Oh,
be
shit.
better. And as soon as we act like we're perfect the way we are, then we might as well be wearing this shirt.
Yeah.
Okay.
I want that shirt, actually. That'd be awesome.
So, any last thoughts on that?
No.
It's idiotic.
No. It's really dumb, and the argument sucks.
All right. Here's a video called "I Don't Support hashtag Where's the Fair Use."
Well, this is an idiot.
And before we get into that, did you want to share our story?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so go ahead.
You're the one who had to deal with it, really. But basically what happened was last video we did with Jim Cornette, we played that 18-second clip of Jim Cornette falling off the scaffolding and hitting the ring.
Breaking his leg.
And WWE fucking flagged us for it. And we challenged it, and then they fucking rejected the challenge, and so we just took it down and fucking re-uploaded
what was it about? A 2-hour and 30-minute video, and for 18 seconds they wanted to legally monetize that video.
Yes, 18 fucking seconds. I mean, that was clearly fair use because we gave a commentary on the video, and we even had someone who was in the video there with us talking to us.
Yep.
Oh, they don't give a shit. They just want the money.
18 fucking seconds for using 18 seconds of a fucking huge show on a different huge show. We got flagged. We had no fucking recourse because the system is so fucked on YouTube. And yet some guy here is gonna be like, I don't support this fair use bullshit. Let's see what his reasonings are. Although I don't see us getting through his entire 44 fucking minute video.
No.
I doubt it.
Hello guys, girls, and Z's. As you may or may not know, I am
Z's?
Eli, the computer.
Isn't Z like the letter for when people are sleeping?
Yeah.
So that
Sleepy people.
People get in their Z's watching this guy.
I already hate him. Like his intro alone has made me despise him as a human being.
He has a lot of the For Dummies series of books in the background.
Yeah, I don't want to comment on that, but yeah, I mean,
he needs fair use for dummies. That needs to be one of them.
Yeah?
Guy, and today I just want to take a minute and talk about why I do not support hashtag WTFU. Since I am a YouTube content creator, a lot of people have been asking me to support this particular movement, and so I'm coming to you in my normal, regular clothes, trying to talk to you as Eli. Not so much Eli, the computer guy, about why I do not support
Usually I have this rich, developed character, but
YouTube,
today I'm just this piece of shit.
He's a thespian, DJ.
So whenever you get into
Yes,
any
of
type of
course.
community, especially a relatively small community, a lot of people assume that you are going to take up arms for any cause that community has. And of course,
I would just expect you to take up arms for a cause that totally makes sense. I mean, you know, this is like you being like the one Jew who's like, you know what, guys, I'm voting Nazi. You know, I mean, like, that's how stupid you are.
Yeah, I'm a content creator. I know this is really going to affect me and the content I make, and you know, it's affecting a lot of other channels on YouTube and people's livelihoods in life, and people have invested countless hours, in some cases thousands of hours, on content for people. But I really don't care about them. I'm not a part of this movement, even though I recognize its validity, or I guess lack thereof. I mean, I don't know. How can you possibly say fair use has no validity?
if you're a little aspie like me, that can cause you a lot of issues. Because everybody's like, of course you support WTFU, Eli. You had that issue with a community strike last month, so of course you support everybody else's issues. And it's like, well, no. If somebody has an issue with a community strike, I completely will support them and try to help them out. When you start having issues with things like copyright strikes, that becomes a much more squishy
era.
You know what he's like? He's like the fucking Republican factory workers that like vote Republican to support, who support rich people, even though he's like a fucking blue collar worker.
No, that's not what he's like, dude. I know what he's like. Remember that movie Labyrinth, The Bog of Eternal Stench?
Yeah.
He's like one of the fart bubbles that comes out of there and just pops.
I was thinking of Bald Screech from Saved by the Bell, too.
That's
I
a
can
good
see
one.
that one, too.
Bald Screech. That's his name from now on.
Do you have an idea what he's like, Paul?
You know what? This may not be a funny observation, but for some reason he kind of the way he kind of goes, he reminds me of Steve Shives a bit.
There we go. So I first heard about this whole hashtag WTFU, basically YouTube words of fair use, from this guy called Nostalgia Critic. So if you haven't gone over and taken a look at the videos Nostalgia Critic does, Nostalgia Critic actually does some very good videos. He does reviews, parodies, that type of thing off of movies and basically popular culture. And basically he was talking about his issues with the whole copyright strike system with YouTube currently. And that they're running into lots and lots of issues. And not only him, but a lot of other YouTube content creators out there. So if you deal with any kind of material in the YouTube world, the whole issue of copyright is a very sticky one, frankly. If you...
Wait, hold on. Is it squishy or is it sticky? Because, we're confused now.
It's both.
Okay.
Squishy and sticky.
Squishy and sticky.
It's so squishy.
It's so sticky. It's sticky wicket. Yeah. So far, I'm not hearing why this guy opposes this, but I guess there's lots more video to fucking plod through. Hopefully he'll fucking explain it at some point in the near future, because I don't think I have the patience to
Rule
get
of
through
bad
much more of
videos.
this.
They never get to the point.
You copy, transform, parody somebody else's work, you can run into a lot of issues. Now, whenever we talk about things like copyright laws or copyright rights, like everybody thinks about like copyright rights, but then that's actually a couple of things. So whenever we talk about copyright, there are the official copyright laws. So the copyright laws for us in the United States, there are specific laws that pertain to copyright. But again, do you realize I just said in the United States? One of the things people don't think about with YouTube is YouTube is a global business. YouTube is a global business.
Oh, yeah.
So
Everyone realizes that.
Never thought of that, right? You just pointed that out to me. There's never realized YouTube's global. Who would have figured a website on the fucking...
If you go to the bottom of the page, you can have it. There's even a fucking there's like a Saudi Arabian YouTube, a Canadian YouTube, unfortunately, UK, like the US. There's a ton of different ones. Everyone realizes it's a global product.
No one realized that, Scotty. That's what most people don't realize. That's what most people don't realize, man.
When I watch guys like this on YouTube, I call them like Book of Genesis YouTube makers, because they really feel like before they can give their fucking opinion on something, they have to lay the entire foundation of the fucking universe. You know what I mean? Like, he's like, but a lot of people don't realize there are copyright laws. I'm like, holy shit. You're kidding me. A lot of people don't realize YouTube is a global company. No!
Yeah, like you gotta explain the basic facts of reality to us, or we just be lost. Like, what the fuck he talking about? He's talking as if YouTube is global, but I know it's just a U.S. fucking site, man.
You know, guys, this copyright thing is a very sticky situation. It's a very sticky thing. But I really need you to know that the reason you don't fall up into the sky is because of this thing called gravity that was discovered by Sir Isaac Newton. It's like, what the fuck, man? Why don't you support what the fuck you?
It's got to be squiggly too.
Talk about copyright
Tell us
laws.
why.
Those are a national set of laws.
1 minute to do
so
this.
copyright law in the
Come
U.S.
on.
is different than Canada, is different than Egypt,
Yes,
is different than
that's
Uzbekistan,
true.
right?
Right.
How
Correct.
copyright is dealt with in different countries can be very different. What was really fun for
And YouTube handles it differently. There are videos that you can't even watch in the U.S. that are available to watch in other countries.
Okay, I mean, like, this is not about copyright law. This is about how YouTube approaches this situation. This is how YouTube treats copyright claims. That's what this is fucking about.
Guilty until proven innocent is how it works. And the people making false claims get to keep the money even when their claim is proven to be false.
Yeah, like how can you possibly support that unless you're just a fucking retard? I mean, you said you were an Aspie. I thought Aspies who were high on the spectrum were supposed to be fucking smart. You seem like a fucking retard to me. I mean, you're just like a mental invalid. How can you possibly, like, you've already explained why it's in your own interest to fucking support this. You fucking talked about how you like the content of content creators whose livelihood depends on this changing, and yet you're opposed to the change. I mean, it's just like, you're inscrutable. You're a fucking moron. I don't understand, like...
He's getting to it, DJ. He just has to explain the origin of language in the human
a lot
species
of countries
first.
hadn't become part of the World Trade Organization.
Yeah,
the
World
WTO.
Trade Organization. Yeah, that's great.
So a lot of the companies I was traveling through had zero copyright laws. Like you would literally go in. There were countries that I went into where there were entire shopping malls devoted to pirated
Let's
goods.
Skip 5 minutes
and the
more
reason
in.
being.
Let's skip 5 minutes in and see if he's fucking actually talking about this fucking subject yet. On the other hand, I am a douche.
Reaction channels probably are not. Are they violating the law? Are they violating terms of service? But they are pissing off a hell of a lot of the content creators, and so that's the kind of thing that you have to think about, like whenever you're dealing with copyright and whenever you're really having to deal with any rules. A lot of times people bring up this whole idea, like with YouTube, they bring up the idea of the Constitution. Eli, but the Constitution says. First Amendment!
No one has cited the Constitution. What are you fucking talking about? No one has cited the Constitution. What?
Dude, this video is like a sedative.
Oh my god. No more. No more, bed. This is horrible. This is horrible. Bog of eternal stench. Fart. I was the most correct about what he is.
I agree.
I think you're right.
And David Bowie goes, P.U. That's a pretty good impression.
I know.
All right.
I can impersonate like 10 people from that Labyrinth movie, man. I'm pretty good.
You notice that one didn't have a manatee at the end?
Yeah.
Interesting how that works out.
Whoa. He's absent.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah. All right. Here's a video that came out this past weekend. It's entitled, Why Do the Lame Peasants Continue to Use Tommy Sotomayor Name and Videos?
Who are the lame peasants?
I don't know. The thing is that we just responded to videos that he made. That's kind of what we do.
I don't know.
So, yeah, we're going to use another one of your videos and your name.
This is to the lame peasants, though.
Yeah.
We're the drunken peasants.
Oh, shit.
So I don't know. We should be watching this. This isn't even to us.
Let's just pretend it is.
Okay.
Hey, what's going on, everyone? It's your boy, Tommy Sotomayor.
Are those your pajamas?
Quick video.
What?
I just did a show tonight.
Is that like a magic eye thing? Like if I stare at it long enough, you know, I'll see like some 3D images or some shit? What is going on?
There's a ship sailing by. I see it.
Oh.
And I'll be doing all that.
You just gotta back away and uncross your eyes at the same time, and you'll be able to see it. Yeah.
Last night, and I'll be doing a show tonight, Sunday night at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So make sure you watch it, but you can only watch it at Sotomayor TV Live on YouTube or at Tommy Sotomayor Live on YouTube or at Sotomayor TV Live on the website.
Be sure to check out my gaming channel.
Now, excuse me, it's late. It's like 2:30 in the morning.
Yeah, it's late.
I should be going to bed because I have a flight to catch in the morning.
But I just can't stop thinking about the drunken peasants.
He's really busy and important.
Tossing and turning like fucking drunken peasants making fun of me.
He's sick. He's got to fly in the morning. Shit, man.
I'm surprised you even have the balls to get on a fucking plane. You said you gotta fucking wear a bulletproof vest to check your fucking mail, and yet you're gonna go to the airport and get on a plane and fly somewhere else. I mean, I know you can't bring your guns and shit with you there.
Right.
So you have to be unarmed there. I mean,
You can bring a gun with you.
It's pretty scary shit.
That's to be packed in your luggage, though.
Yeah, I guess you could. That's true. Gotta be declare it and all that shit. He probably does. He's a fucking psycho.
But my girl Leah Manning sent me a message and said, "You know the drunken peasants are still talking about you."
Still doing it.
And I thought, surely they're not,
right
especially with all the times
Can't
I've
believe
said,
it.
you know, white boys go about their business.
Yeah.
Now, again, they haven't come at me like other people have, I guess, because they're not dropping documents yet. But you know what? Apparently they may.
His name is Tommy
We're
Sotomayor.
going to doc drop him any minute now.
We doc dropped you. We just doc dropped. We said his name.
TJ and Paul argued for it. Remember?
Yep. He lives in a large home with an impressive kitchen and an even more impressive garage.
Ooh, it is a beautiful garage.
It's a beautiful garage. It's a garage that makes you jealous. Makes my garage piss its pants in fear. My garage door don't even work right now. I gotta lift that shit manual like. It's horrible.
I don't know. But this will be my final response to them. It'll be simple.
Really, Tommy? Because you know you're gonna respond to what we're saying right now. You just know you're gonna do it. So why would you even come out with that lame
Dude,
ass
I love final response.
last
sayings.
response?
I love when people say it's never fuck you. Dude, anyone that says it is lying. This is my last response to this shit. This is my last response to this person. It's like, no, it's
Even
not.
when I say it, it's a fucking lie.
Oh, when you say it most of all, we know
Yeah.
you're full of shit.
This is my final response to this shit. Never gonna address this again.
Never gonna address AIU ever again, Scotty. Like,
For a
TJ,
dude who they
tell
claim they
me I'm
don't
not
watch.
the only one that's wondering what the big pink dick and balls behind it is.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, I wasn't gonna say it because I feel like I go to dick too much.
Hold on,
for my
are those
humor.
like rubber tits in the background too? Like,
Yeah, those do look like tits. There's like a bucket of tits and a big dick behind them. You can even see the nipple.
what is going on?
I want to suck on that
Looks like he-
motherfucker, man.
What kind of fucking house is this?
Is that like his sex doll in the background? Just like kind of crunching the corner?
I'm trying to like watch and listen to his video where he's like roasting, toasting, and burning us to a crisp, but I can't. I keep staring at the big pink inflatable dick. Like, what is that?
It's a big pink inflatable dick. What else could it be?
It's even got a nice like glands on it and everything. Look, dude.
Yeah, and it's white too. What does that say about him?
Yeah, it's a big fat white dick, Tommy, behind you. What's going on, brother?
You're definitely responding to this, Tommy. Because I know you're gonna like be sitting there like showing us what it really is. Like, this ain't no dick. This is a fucking whatever.
Final response,
corny
TJ.
thing it is.
Final response. He's done with us.
It's amazing because they keep talking about me.
Yeah.
And they keep talking about videos that I make. How can this group of people who said, we don't watch you, we just got this.
I'll tell you. We have a relatively large fan base, and they send us videos that they want us to play on the show. That's how it happened. I think we've explained this before too. So
he doesn't understand anything that you say to him. So there's almost no point even trying to explain shit to him. But yeah, that's the explanation, Tommy. I know you don't care. I know it's in one ear and out the other. And, you know, maybe it'll hit that microscopic brain in between the two ears.
Nah, dude.
Probably
we're
not,
jealous.
though. It's
We're
probably
just
going to
jealous.
bounce around in there for like a few minutes and then just pop out.
all right, so make your memes out of this.
Mem maker.
Yeah, make a beautiful mem of this.
Make your mem.
Who wants to kiss TJ?
Caption this.
Oh God, Banco, what have you done to the language?
He bankoed it.
He bankoed it?
He banko-erupted, TJ.
I can see the Urban Dictionary page for that. Bankoed, to fuck up a word and make a new word.
I did that the other day, actually. I said American when I was trying to say American. And it's fucked up because my fucking cell phone will constantly change shit I write to something that's not even similar. Like if I try to write Goku, like from Dragon Ball Z, it'll change it to Holy. But if I say American, it'll just be like, that's fine. Let it on through. It's like, what? Fuck you, phone.
I got totally fucking corrected by like a Drunken Peasants fan the other day. Like somebody just sent me this message. They're like, "Paul, I really like you, but can you stop using whole cloth like it means to use everything?" And I was like, "Man, it does. I'm gonna go look this up and roast this faggot." And I looked it up and I was like, "Oh, okay. Well, I was wrong." Like there's just nothing I could say to it. Like just completely flambéed. But sometimes, like, I guess it's nice to be corrected sometimes.
No, it's not. But it's nice to. It's at least nice from the perspective that if you remember the correction, you never get anyone calling you on it again.
By the way, everyone, 4,621 live viewers. Please give this video a thumbs up.
Thumbs up if you hate Tommy Sotomayor because he's a stupid piece of shit.
And contrary to popular belief, it's not like asking people to applaud for you. It's just giving it a thumbs up so it'll share it with everyone on your social media.
And not only that, it looks good when people come. And it's also in the YouTube playbook. They tell you to do that. So, yeah, we're just obeying YouTube's corporate directives, y'all. Obey your master.
Video delivered to us, and therefore we did this. Well, they were referencing my video with me in the bulletproof vest, and they were saying, since I believe that blacks chose slavery, I would walk around without a bulletproof vest. It was a dumb argument. Because then that would be like...
That's also not the argument we made.
Yeah, I was like, what? We didn't say that.
We made an argument. This is look, I'm going to make this argument way more carefully this time. It's not even really an argument. It's just an insult at you, really. But the insult is this. You talk all this badass shit like, man, if Whitey came for me, man, I'd be like, fuck you. You got to have to kill me before I'm going to be a slave. But then... you know, in another video, you're like, man, I'm so scared. I gotta wear a bulletproof vest to check my mail. I'm so fucking scared, man. So what I'm saying is these two personalities are kind of incongruent. Which one's the real you? I think we all know the fucking answer.
Since I said blacks chose...
You know why you got a big pink dick in the background? Because you a big black pussy.
Wow. Slavery, that when they fought the whites, they shouldn't use a gun. They shouldn't use a knife. They shouldn't protect themselves with anything. They should just walk out. Somehow, apparently, my give me liberty or give me death meant that I shouldn't protect myself in a fight. If I know I'm going to fight someone, I'd rather try to kill them. That's how war works. You could lose.
You're literally too stupid to follow the thread of a conversation. I'm sorry. I wish you could actually follow what we're saying and respond in kind to what's actually being said to you, so you wouldn't have to make up ridiculous horse shit and argue with straw men. But unfortunately, you just don't grasp the words we're saying.
If you get in a fight with him, he aims to kill.
Yeah.
With an aim to hurt you. So, Paul, if he fights you, it's to the death, man. It's a duel to the death.
I'm sure he's been in fights, and I'm pretty sure the other guy is not dead.
No, they're dead.
Aw.
Yeah, just keep it going.
That's fucking cute.
Yeah,
Your life.
We'll show that.
Ben just whipped out his cock.
But you're going to protect yourself. But it doesn't matter, because these dudes aren't worried about making a real argument. They made the argument about the people of the Revolutionary War. They said, well, they decided that blah, 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 and they were going to fight these people because they felt the king was way over there and he was imposing things on them.
Are you making fun of the way white people talk?
Blah, blah, blah.
Blah, blah,
Is that what you're doing?
Yeah, that's what we said.
By the way, at this point in this long, incoherent sentence, this doesn't sound even remotely like any argument any of us made in the last time we covered Tommy.
The king! They're idiots.
These guys just want to make these assertions like, you know, king, blah, 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 Revolutionary War, yada, yada. You know what I mean? Like, what do you even, like, how are we supposed to respond to that?
That's what we said, dude. You should have been there. You know, if you go back and look, that's pretty close to what we said.
That they didn't want. Exactly. Exactly, sir. You literally made my point of why blacks should have viewed it the same. And then there was only a few whites who wanted to fight the British. But they fought them and they won. That's the point. And then what happened every time a black uprising happened? Everyone got killed. Sir, you might need to read up on Nat Turner, but then you're a white dude, so it doesn't matter if you read up on Nat Turner or not. You're not trying to read up on Nat Turner. You're not trying to read up on any of the successful black revolts. You don't care about them because you want black people to feel like victims, and that's fine, Drunken Peasants.
You're an idiot. You're talking about America, and
I love how he.
If it was successful, then slavery would have ended then.
You want black people to feel like victims, and by doing so, you victimizing me. It's like, what? You see the what? Huh? You know?
None of this makes any fucking sense.
Oh my God, you're garbage, Tommy. You're fucking garbage, dude.
But TJ, we're just white, so we just don't get it.
You just white. You white people just want to make us feel like victims, and that's why I'm a victim. It's like, oh.
The level of comprehension is dependent upon skin color. We all recognize that fact, TJ.
Y'all don't know. Y'all ain't read no Nat Turner, motherfucker. You don't know.
But what I really want to talk about is how these white boys who claim I'm nobody, funny how they keep using me, but I don't keep using them. I don't keep referencing their new video, their new anything, because I don't know.
We never like. I don't remember us ever saying like you're nobody.
No. I mean, he's got a decent following.
I mean, like, of all the attacks we've levied against you, I don't think we ever said, like, this Tommy Sotomayor, he's just some nobody. Not like us hotshot drunken peasants, y'all. I mean...
No.
No one said that. I think that's just you projecting your own fragility onto us.
What you've done. I don't look at the Drunken Peasants. I don't know who you are. And when that guy said, oh, he was up there trying to figure out what this guy's name is. Dude, I've done videos where I was trying to figure out a singer's name. Don't try to act like I know you. But I know you're not. What you've realized is if I keep talking about Tommy, I'll get some attention. We'll get people to watch our stuff. Because if that wasn't the truth, guess what you do? You wouldn't say anything else about me.
I don't think we ever denied that. Yeah, the reason we watch you is because you're entertainingly stupid and our audience is laughing at you.
The same as we talk about anyone else on this fucking show.
Yeah, I mean, like, watch the entire show and just understand how you fit in. You know what I'm saying? You know, just don't just look at your segment here. I mean, I know you already shut this shit off by this point anyway. Because you're just like, fuck them! And, you know, you stormed off and cried like a little teenage bitch. But watch the entire show and check it out. Check out what we do, and then I think you'll understand better why your videos are included. You know, because then I think you'll really, it'll dawn on you, maybe. Possibly.
You said what you had to say about me. I've said what I had to say about you. We'd have moved on. Kind of like I moved on.
Okay.
But then there must be something in it for you.
There is.
We all know that white people wouldn't do anything if it wasn't nothing in it for them. So it's obvious there's something in it for you that you would continue.
I mean, I don't know if that's true of all white people, but it's definitely true of me, yes.
And it's definitely true for some black people, too. Like,
no, man. What are you talking about? Black people are selfless angels.
Everyone is inherently selfish. It's obvious.
Not everyone, Scotty.
I would argue, yeah, everyone.
Even like the pushovers who are totally conciliatory and just like give in a second.
Maybe not in their lives, but they're still going to do things that are selfish. I mean, selfishness. I mean, it depends on how we're defining selfishness, but this guy's definitely selfish.
You to keep talking about me and talking about videos that I make and referencing new videos that I've made. Yet you haven't seen me reference any video you've made, have you?
So what?
Nope.
We don't watch you, okay? People
Tommy,
sent us this shit.
In this video, you're talking about us talking about you. And that's all you're not refuting our arguments, really. You spent about 15 seconds on that. The balance of this video has been, why are you guys mentioning me? I ain't mentioning you. If you ain't mentioning us, then why are you making a video about us talking about you? I don't get it. It doesn't...
No one gets it. There's nothing to get.
You're looking for sense where there is none.
The only thing to get from watching this is a fucking headache, dude. This is hideous.
Because I only know what you said about me. But you know what I'm talking about. And then you act like, oh, if it's liberty or give me death, why does he have those guns?
No, it's not.
What?
No one said that.
Like you literally are saying this is a good argument. Every one of your arguments were idiotic.
You don't understand our arguments. It's pretty sad.
I don't care.
Yeah.
Oh.
I won't be responding to these dudes because they're just sarcastic, snarky white dudes.
I just want to let you know in this response to these dudes that I have no intention of responding to these dudes, man. What? I mean, like, if you're not going to respond to us, here's how you... Step 1...
Don't respond.
Yeah.
Step 2, there is no
Done.
Step 2. Yeah.
Done.
Zero self-awareness.
Oh, my God.
Keep pausing the video whenever they want it to, right when you were getting ready to explain what you were saying. Nay, pause it.
Pause it.
Yeah.
It was really convenient. The point
let's
of the
speed 'em
video.
up.
You already let me know. Like, dude, you don't like what I was saying. You don't agree. How many motherfuckers
let's slow down.
saying you don't agree with it?
It's more.
Just think about it.
This is great. No, hold
He's
on.
already proven he doesn't agree. He's white. He's not in the argument.
What? You say he's white? He's not in the argument?
I don't know what the fuck he said, dude.
I don't even know, man.
I think that I see some
I'm
lettering on it.
assuming he shouldn't be, because I'm
No,
talking
it's a
to
dick,
black people, trying to get black people to feel like, you know what, there has to be a fighting spirit.
He sounds totally trashed.
He has to be a fighting spirit, man.
There's a difference, Tommy, between trying to get black people to have a common fighting spirit and saying that slavery was a fucking choice. That's the whole point.
He's making the argument kind of like ghetto hood rat black chicks. You know, not all, all white people felt this way. Dude, I didn't say that. I don't speak that way. So when I say white people,
I could have swore I heard you kind of speak that way throughout this video.
Yeah, and
He
other
did.
videos. That's how you talk.
He did. He does.
well, I'm not saying every one of them. I'm talking about the ones that damn matter, because those are the ones that fought. Makes sense? But it doesn't have to make sense to you, white boy, because my videos aren't for you. I'm not making them for you. Of course you want black people to feel helpless. Of course you want black people
Tommy,
to feel like they...
Tommy, you made this one for us. Thanks. This one's
Thank you.
definitely for us. You making videos for the white man. You got a big white dick behind you, and you're taking our big white dick right in your ass. Making videos for us.
Had no other choice.
Yeah, hey Tommy, you know, I in your next video to us, man, you think you could like ramp up the anger more? I say like maybe like 30 to 40% more angry, but still insist you don't give a shit, but maybe cry a little as you do. You know, that'd be pretty cool for your next one, man. I think that'd be a hot new direction. And wear something even more ridiculous, like maybe something with like bunny ears
Wear a
or something.
Snuggie.
You know, yeah, like a Snuggie. If you could find a fucking Snuggie, wear a Snuggie in your next video. That'd be tight, especially if it's like one of those like lime green ones or something. If it comes
A
in
wacky
color,
Snuggie.
man. You know, it's gonna be great. Or you could even wear one of the Snuggies for pets or something. That'd be even fucking funnier.
Like other people
Also,
who had a choice.
Keep the big white dick inflatable. I'm liking that, but I want to see more of those inflatable titties in the next video. Can you move those a little bit closer to the foreground?
Oh, and you know what? You could do is like get like a Sharpie and like draw some veins on the dick so that it looks more like a dick. You know.
Of course you think that sarcasm works, that you being sarcastic means you're right, that you being snarky means you're right.
That's exactly
That's not what that means. It just means you're a person who tries to belittle an argument and make yourself seem smarter. Well, if you were so smart, more actual white people would be listening to you. More white people
More
would take you
actual
serious.
white people. So we have lots of fake white people.
All right, all you fake white people in the chat,
Get
fuck
out of here,
you.
fake. We want actual white people on
Get
the
out
show.
of here, you fucking pseudo crackers. We want real white people in this motherfucker.
What?
Tired of these
Actual white.
I'm tired of these fake
actual white
whites.
people listening to you.
What the fuck is he talking about?
He's fucking high on crack, dude.
But they don't.
Wait.
You're on
What?
repeat.
He's got to be cracked because he's black, TJ? Is that
Wow,
the way it is?
TJ.
Yeah,
Man,
that
you're
is how it
fucking
is.
racist, dude.
That fucking is how it
Man.
is.
Fuck,
I can't
dude.
support that. I can't support that.
They don't take you seriously. So that condescending voice works on people who really gives a crap.
Yeah.
I don't care what you think.
Right.
My
Right
video is
back
my
at ya.
video.
Right back
Can't
at
touch
ya.
you, Tommy.
That
Can't touch you.
condescending voice really works on people who don't give a crap.
Right.
You think that I'm making stuff up? Perfect. You keep referencing my child? This how you white people are.
He's pulling a Brett Keane right here.
You're attacking his family.
Yeah.
I didn't even remember he had a child.
Yeah, I think Paul mentioned it at
I
some
did.
point.
In like the context of like if he was a slave master, not a slave master, if he were a slave, him running away and fighting back would probably mean the life of his child. That's
So
what I said.
it was a hypothetical child.
Yeah.
I don't even know what his child is. A boy, girl. trans person of color. I don't know.
End up getting yourself hurt. You keep bringing up my child into the video. That's amazing how you just keep
You're
sneaking
so
that
full
in.
of shit,
Somebody rape his daughter and kill his daughter.
Did you not listen to the hypothetical situation that was laid out in front of you?
Wow.
No, you're just threatening his family, Paul. You're threatening them.
Wow, man.
Yeah. It's like, what?
He's literally just relying on everyone who sees this video having not watched the video we did.
Well, this channel does that a lot. We just make threats about people's family.
I mean, if we made threats, that would be evidence that we were dangerous, you know? So, like, if he was seriously concerned about that, why didn't he take it to the cops and be like, these people threaten my family?
It looks like fake White Lives Matter is trending now in our chat room.
Fake White Lives Matter.
Fake White Lives Matter, y'all.
Oh, that should be on the meme. Then you can tweet the meme.
That's a meme.
Yeah.
It's the latest DP
Well, sir,
meme.
they did that anyway, white boy. Let me tell you something. Blacks were following orders of white people, and blacks still got raped. Blacks still got murdered. And they had to, after the blacks got their daughters and stuff got murdered, guess what they had to do? Pretend like there was no problem, because they was hoping they wouldn't murder more of their black daughters, rape more of their black daughters. You're a jackass trying to act like because blacks chose servitude, whites treated them well. I want y'all to understand, this is what Mr. TJ and the Drunken Peasants said in their video, that, well, because blacks chose slavery, they were treated well. Because if they hadn't have chosen slavery, they'd have been mistreated.
Okay,
This is what
get fucked, Tommy.
Our position was actually that blacks did not choose slavery. That's entirely what we were arguing. So what you say we said doesn't even make sense in the context of your own narrative, you stupid fuck.
What your white liberal brethren say to you. They're condescending. Of course, why would you fight? They would. Well, you didn't have to reproduce. You just didn't. You could have told white people you're just not going to work. You're going to have to kill us, then kill the next group. And eventually, the economics of bringing all of those black people over on the boat and them not working would make them say it's not a worthwhile.
Do you even understand how human nature works?
Yeah, like black people would like literally have to not be human in order for them to just like.
Are they ants now? They're just
no black person. All black people just need to have no survival instinct, and the minute their life is threatened, they just got to be like, you know what? Kill me, because I'd rather die than do what you want me to do.
Yeah, they're gonna look at the economic cost. Like, it's gonna cost these guys a lot if we all die.
It has nothing to do with you being black. You know, if a fucking army of fucking like black fucking militants showed up at my house and the U.S. government had fallen or whatever, and they're like, "You're our fucking slave or you die," I'd be like, "I guess I'm your fucking slave then."
Yeah, you'd be surprised what humans of any color would do when they're standing there in chains and some fucking big strong guy's got his arm around their daughter.
Opposition.
Tommy.
Anybody with any common sense knows I'm correct. Now, self-preservation may make you say, I'm not going to do that. But for a fact that slavery was an economic trade, it was all about money. If you take away its worth, people will stop doing it.
Oh yeah,
and if what you're proposing would not have worked.
Of course, the African tribesmen and shit that were kidnapped and stolen from their country had a, complex understanding of European style economics and shit to figure that out.
What are you talking about? Slaves have a lot of choices.
They should have realized, if economically, if we just don't cooperate, they'll stop doing this. We have to sacrifice ourselves. We'll save all these future generations. Like, how are they supposed to piece that together exactly?
Hold the mic, Tommy.
Even if they did, they would have to totally, 100%, none of them have any survival instinct whatsoever. They're just all willing to die. Every single last one of them.
Yep.
That makes no sense.
This video sounds like a person that's never had their life actually threatened. I bet the only threat to your life that you've ever gotten, Tommy, happened in an email box from some fucking kid in Wisconsin or something that wanted to fuck with you. You've never had a gun in your fucking face. If you had, you probably did what the person said, or you wouldn't be here making this video. Retard.
You ready to move on?
Yes.
All right. if you enjoyed that segment and the show overall, please give us a thumbs up.
Do it. And become a patron. If you're not a patron, fuck you. I'm just going to come out and say it. You're a piece of garbage.
Fucking nothing.
Another thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to bring Jim Ass on the show. So that should work out well, right?
Oh man, was this in my contract? Was it in my contract that I have
It's in
to
the
deal with Jim
contract.
Ass?
Yes.
Now sit down, Paul. Jim is here.
Simmer down now.
No, I said sit down. Paul's trying to walk out of the room.
Hi,
No,
guys.
I'm staying. Hi, Jim.
Hi.
The fuck
Hello.
do you want,
What's up,
man?
Jim?
What do you want?
What do I want? I want to hang out with you guys.
Oh,
that's what I want.
Kind of creepy, Jim. Why do you want to hang out with us so much?
Can I hang out?
You seem a little down. Have you been dating Steve Shives' wife on the side?
I don't know who that is. Who's Steve Shives?
Yeah, well, you don't know who he is, but you are blocked.
He's better off that way.
Yeah,
I am blocked by him.
yeah, you are
You're
blocked
blocked
by
by
him.
him.
I guarantee you.
Well, I'm sure I pissed him off somehow.
Adorable puppy.
Adorable. Adorable.
What is that?
Give us views. Give
What
us
is that?
views.
Thumbs up for this dog.
Yes, thumbs up for the puppy. Put here.
Whose
Give
puppy
us
is that?
views. Give us views.
I have a new puppy. I recently got a new
Look
puppy.
how cute this fucking
Look at
dog is.
Oh
Why
my
are you not giving
God.
us fucking views and thumbs up and
Yeah.
whatever?
Look at its face. Jesus
What
fucking
is-
Christ.
What is that?
If you
It's
love
a
this
long-haired
dog,
Chihuahua.
It's a Mogwai.
thumbs up.
Yeah, it's a
Another
Mogwai.
one. You got
Yep.
another long-haired Chihuahua.
Yeah.
How do you know you even had one, Jim?
Because I've had him on camera.
I don't know.
Because
I don't know, man.
Because I've been to the studio, dumbass.
I don't remember that. I don't recall that
Actually,
ever happening.
I don't know if
I
you
was
were
the one who
here.
was drunk. I was there.
No, I
he
don't think
wasn't.
I don't think
He
Scotty
never
was here.
He was never here.
Yes, he was.
No,
More
Scotty-
lies from Jim.
Scotty was there in the episode where I got hammered.
No, I wasn't.
All right, so do you want to watch a video or what? What the fuck do you want to do?
We can open that mail.
Oh, you know what? We do have to play this video.
Okay.
Play it.
The title of this video is Mr. Free Speech Stud Bangs Miss Anita Sarkeesian.
This is great.
Greetings, studs and vixens. You'll be happy to hear I wrote a sequel to my book, The Seduction of Anita Sarkeesian.
Finally.
This new book is a shorter and even more raunchy version of the first
Damn,
book.
sweet.
This book I called Mr. Free
Too hot
Speech
for
Stud
YouTube.
Bangs Miss Anita Sarkeesian.
You had to read
Now,
the
this
title of
book is
your own
only for
book?
adults, so make sure you're over 18. I would like to read you the description.
Sorry, kids.
18 plus, adults only. This short sequel, 27 pages to The Seduction of Anita
Not a book.
Sarkeesian, gets even raunchier than the book it follows. This erotic short story describes the sexual relationship between Andrew and Anita. Our heroes have both vanilla and kinky sex. They also use their maverick politics skills to overthrow the forces of evil.
Wow.
Along the way,
All
they
that in
leak a
27
sex tape
pages,
of a
man.
certain Republican presidential candidate, and they enjoy a menage-type experience with a certain famous YouTuber.
Maybe it's just-
He's talking about Jacqueline Glenn. I bet you he is.
It's 90%
I
chance
bet
Jacqueline
you
Glenn,
he
dude.
Oh God.
Maybe
So him
maybe
and
it's-
Anita and Jacqueline are getting it on in this book.
Let's get it on. I guess the person
Maybe
who
it's
wrote
just-
Jim Ass in the chat earlier did get Jim Ass, though. It's crazy.
Yeah.
He did appear
maybe
just late.
maybe it's just me, but something tells me that this guy has actually performed all the sex acts that he's fantasized about.
Really?
Is that
With
just
Anita?
me, or is that not particularly with Anita or anybody in the book? But he looks like a guy that gets a lot of action.
I would love to hear. I would love to hear how a guy like this describes sex, because, like, you know that the only thing he knows about actual sex comes from porn. So it's probably just like, I squeezed Anita's titties violently
twisting the nipples as she wept for mercy. And then I flipped her over into the doggy position, and I put my penis in her vagina. I thrust it against her buttocks 4 times and then grunted with the force of my orgasm.
Like, holy shit.
I went to the Amazon page for his new book, and I was hoping there were some reviews there, but there aren't any. So
everyone go get this book and do a review.
How much does it cost?
Nothing with an audibletrial.com.
Wow. Wait, is there an audio version?
Yeah, well, actually, maybe not. Oh, no, it's not.
We should do an audio version for him.
Paul, but,
it's
Paul,
not
by
even
the
that
way,
long.
Your impression sounded like Creationist Cat.
What's up, Sotomayor?
YouTuber. This book is available for 99 cents.
Wow.
On Smashwords, and also soon I'm getting them going on Amazon. And right now it's also available on the Create Space e-store. So you can look down in the links, and I hope to have more updates soon. Think about it, 99 cents. That's just a can of soda. Just think you can have this.
I like his smile.
Yeah, instead of a can of soda, you get a can of my desperate, lonely tears and my masturbatory pre-cum. Like, oh God,
That's awesome. By the way, it does not cost 99 cents for a can of soda. This guy's full of shit. A can of soda.
This book, and it could excite you and arouse you.
Okay,
and
Jim,
stimulate
you can be
for a
excited
lifetime.
and aroused
A can of soda
for
will
only
be gone in a
99
moment.
cents.
I'll tell you what. I'm going to get your book, and I'm going to read it, but if it doesn't give me an erection, I want my 99
Yeah, we're gonna
cents
want that
back,
fucking
or
money back.
you have to send me a soda. Deal?
That seems pretty fair.
He agrees. That looks like a face of a man that agrees with what I'm saying.
You go buy a $3 soda and you send it to me after I spent my 99 cents, and I'm not excited and aroused.
Yeah, I just had to
This
be
fucking-
aroused. I don't necessarily need to be excited.
I mean, aren't you
but-
guys aroused at the possibility of him describing how he's going to fucking Anita Sarkeesian? She just look at this man.
You know, I don't know.
A picture of masculinity. Hercules himself could not even rival him.
Anita's going to be like a fucking mine shaft after this guy's done with her.
Oh, yeah. If she can even walk.
It's going to be like a fucking train ran into that pussy. It's going to be like roadkill on the side of the road after the devastation that is his cock is unleashed upon her.
So, I would really like it if you would consider purchasing this book.
About me
This is the worst sales pitch ever.
Oh, yeah. It's about me pounding Anita Sarkeesian.
Oh, God, she's
so tight, beautiful pussy in the submission. We have both vanilla and kinky sex.
Quite honestly, I'll say this is an unintentionally good sales pitch because I want to see how much, like as Paul was mentioning, the way that he describes the sex acts, just to see how little action he's really gotten.
Jim already owns this book.
What if he's totally honest about what would actually happen? Like, what if he's like, Anita brushed by me on her way to the meet, and I came right in my pants, and then went into the bathroom, still hard as a rock, and backed another one out to the thought of her shoulder brushing my cock.
I would start to
Like,
massage
that
your boob.
I shot another load of my watery, worthless sperm directly into the toilet,
Anita!
wishing that it was Anita's beautiful face.
Well, if I took you down there, then I'd want to take a shower with you right away.
No, Bill O'Reilly has game compared to this dude.
Oh,
You'd
yeah.
basically be in the shower, and then I would come in and I'd join you.
Basically,
So I got my hands in it, and I'd put it around front.
Look at him biting his lip. He's turned on
You'd
by
have
Bill
it back to
O'Reilly.
me. I would start to massage your boob, massage your boob, massage your boob.
Anal sex, oral sex, anal sex, oral sex, anal sex, oral sex.
Massage your boob.
Yeah.
I start to massage your fucking boob.
After the third ejaculation was completely dry, I thought that there was no chance that I could fist out another orgasm thinking about Anita. But when I got home to work on my new book, The Seduction of Anita, I found out I was wrong. I was rock hard again, and this time one tiny little droplet of cum appeared at the tip of my penis as I shot a giant load for Anita into my hand.
Oh, you know what this guy could do if he wanted to sell this book? I have a perfect sales pitch. He wants a custom-made Anita Sarkeesian sex doll. This is the only way he can afford it, so please buy his book.
They should get the men at the Church of Gale to make an Anita sex robot for this guy.
Yeah. Good idea.
Work together, guys.
All right, everyone tweet Gail and let her know that this guy desperately needs an Anita Sarkeesian.
Yeah, let's start a
sex robot.
GoFundMe for this guy.
He's not a Jesuit at all.
He's not a Jesuit.
I think you guys are paving the way for a third book right now.
You know what? I'm thinking you're right, Jim. I'm thinking you're right.
Maybe that's the famous YouTuber he's talking about.
Apparently this guy has written like several dozen books, by the way.
Several New York Times
These are like
bestsellers.
20-page books, though.
Yeah.
I could write dozens of books if that's how long they have to
And
be.
I'm sure they're really great.
Yeah.
I'm sure they're well written and everything.
But guys, it's only 99 cents. Cost of a can of soda.
You got to get it. We should legitimately check that out. Ugh. I'm gonna read it. I want to read it. What is it?
Go ahead.
You gotta send me that link, Ben. I want to read this fucking book. I'm gonna get it on my phone and I'm gonna read it.
They should review it, TJ.
You can order it on paperback for $4.50.
I'm not gonna get a 27-page paper.
No, fuck that.
I think I'm just gonna
in
get
for
the
a penny, in for a
99
pound, TJ. We're doing
I'm
it.
gonna get the 99-cent Kindle version so I can read it immediately.
I'm ordering the paper edition, and you're gonna read it.
Maybe he'll autograph it.
Yeah,
If you
maybe.
you could like.
I gotta track him down and get him to autograph it. I'm gonna write a book.
I'm gonna get a nine. I'm gonna.
Maybe after I read it,
gonna-
I'll write a sequel where me and him have sex, and I'll get him. I'll sign that one for him. You know.
Is there something off about Jim? He seems really sober.
Yeah, Jim seems.
What's going on, Jim?
Seems like
You all right, man?
fucking dead inside, dude.
Seems sober, which is unusual.
I gave up beer for Len.
Jim, you sound like Jeb Bush at the end of his campaign, man. Are you gonna start handing out little ceramic turtles and shit soon, or is that where Jim Ass is going next, or?
Jim!
no
Exclamation point.
I'm gonna use my 99 cents to buy an actual can of soda. What can you get with that now? Faygo, Mountain Holler, Bubba Cola.
RC Cola.
Dude, there really is a soda called Mountain Holler. It is fucking
No,
hilarious.
I've heard of it. Yeah.
You're killing it. You're killing it, Jim. You're killing Ben, man. He's with you.
Mountain Holler.
You've had Mountain Holler, Ben.
Yeah. Yes, I have. And Dr. Pop.
Dr. Pop.
Yep.
Can I just say that I'm guessing that bottom video is a fucking what the fuck is his name? That shitlord. What's his name?
The shitlord. The lord of shit.
I'm not sure.
Click it.
I keep wanting to say Steve Shives, but it's not Steve Shives.
It's not.
No,
Jim Ass?
no, man. Fuck.
Oh, okay.
There's some video on the playlist called "Why Women Destroy Nations, Civilizations, and Other Uncomfortable Truths," and I feel like it. Oh, Stefan Molyneux, is that
No,
him?
it's not. It's not.
Okay, because that sounds like a title.
It's
of
really
one of
long
his videos.
too, and we don't really have
No,
that
no,
much
I don't
time.
want to watch that one. It's 18 minutes.
How about increase your memory by 75% simply by sniffing rosemary?
Sweet.
Did you know that? That was a hidden secret that we didn't know.
Life
Sniff
hack.
rosemary.
Wow. I trust this
boy.
man implicitly.
Like Midwest Tim Curry or something.
Tim Curry.
Midwest Tim Curry, dude. Increase your memory by 75%.
Scientists find sniffing rosemary can increase memory by 75%.
Dude, yeah, he must be
Okay.
sniffing a lot of fucking
Have
rosemary to
unveiled-
take his
unveiled-
memory back far
uh,
enough to when that fucking haircut was cool.
Yeah.
He must just
Man.
wear like a mask with rosemary in it all the goddamn time to go back that fucking far.
Amazing new
Scientist,
use for
dude.
rosemary, enhancing your mental capability and improving your memory by 75%.
75%, dude.
Smelling rosemary
how's that quantified?
to
Exactly.
enhance your memory. Rosemary is an amazing multi-purpose herb. Its leaves have been used in
I know a much more
traditional
amazing
medicine for
multi-purpose herb than
centuries.
this shit.
What would that be?
It ain't fucking rosemary. That's my clue.
Rosemary has been known for improving memory. In ancient Greece, the students would often put rosemary sprigs in their hair when studying for exams.
Would they? Oh, that's amazing.
One might think the next huge development in mental development would be a computer
Oh
chip.
yeah, you totally have credibility. The next big development in mental development was going to be the development of rosemary.
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 That's where we're going.
Planted into
So you,
the brain.
so you have to put it on your head like that? I don't get this.
You gotta. How are you supposed to smell it when it's up there? I think you want to like make a
turns
mustache
out
out of it or something.
Enhancing your memory
it turns
is
out
much
you don't
easier
really
and
smell
far
it.
less
You
invasive.
just use
not
a
to
wreath.
mention
Use it
its
as
uses
a
can-
halo, and you put it on your head. Like, Jesus.
Like Jesus. All right, you know what? Fuck this. We don't really have enough mail to do the mail segment. I mean, we do kind of, but I'd like to get some more in here.
All right.
Let's
put the address on here.
Yeah.
Send more shit to the Drunken Peasants podcast.
So we can do our mail
Can I-
segment.
Can I make a comment on the video you guys played earlier?
Go ahead.
No.
Hold on, let me read this address real quick. The Drunken Peasants, P.O. Box 767, Dublin, Ohio 43017.
Send us shit.
Go ahead, Jim.
You know, what's up with that fucking kazoo guy saying that we have a juvenile show?
The Great Kazoo.
Seriously, what a fucking twat saying we're juvenile.
Yeah,
Bull
man.
puss.
We should egg his house, dude.
Judas Priest.
Should egg his fucking
Let's
house.
prank call his house. Let's prank call
Yeah, we
him.
should prank call him.
Let's prank call his parents.
Should egg his house and TP his house and tell his parents that he's a fucking douche.
We'll leave them dirty voice messages, be like, penis, penis,
penis, penis,
Jim,
penis, penis.
Jim Ass is breaking out all the old standards tonight. In one sentence, he was like, "Bull puss, Fireball Z." Oh man, you're zinging them away tonight. You got anything new for us, Jim?
Of course I do. I've always got
Okay.
new shit. Yeah.
What's the new shit?
Give us the new
fuck
word
you.
that. Wow.
Fuck you.
Yeah.
It's pretty catchy.
No, but you
I
know
like
what-
it.
You know what, Kazoo, you want to call our show juvenile? Kazoo, why don't you go back to doing what you do best? Go fucking talk to Fred Flintstone.
Well, it's hard to come back from that, Kazoo.
Yep. Fred Flintstone.
Wrecked.
Kazoo, you just got wrecked.
Hashtag wrecked by Jim Ass.
Jim Ass
Hashtag
wrecked his ass.
Yeah, we should DP his house, dude. Poop balls.
I got a new puppy. Just like Ben, I got a new puppy too.
Is it a
Little
Dinor?
puppy.
What's its name?
What's its name? Well, let me explain first. You know, it's a little white Maltese. You know, Jane Ass. She wanted a little white Maltese. You know, it's the coolest little thing. It's just pure white, small little dog. Just it's so bright white that it looks like the snow. So you know, we gave it a really appropriate name, Snow Puss.
All right,
Jim.
with that. Oh God, we're gonna continue this. Okay.
No, never mind. I'm done. I'm done with Jim.
Jim, do you plan on eating the dog? I'm not sure what your cultural, customs are, Jim, but you kind of alluded in the conversation we had the other night. You said you're gonna eat it. I mean, I don't know.
All right.
I've heard that Jim is a beautiful singer, so I think he should sing us out.
You know what? Do it.
What am I singing?
Whatever you want, Jim. Sing the Flintstones theme song since you were referencing that earlier, man.
Yabba dabba doo.
That's not the theme.
That's not
All
the
right.
fucking theme song.
Yeah,
dude.
you're garbage.
Fuck
dude.
you, Jim Ass,
sing a
you piece
song,
of shit.
Jim.
No, he's not doing shit. All right.
He's a faggot.
I'm getting rid of everybody. Good night. We will see you on Monday.
If we don't cancel, which we may.
Canceled. Not really.
Judas Priest.
Maybe.
Saturday.
Oh yeah, you know what? That should have been on the list of demands too. Anytime we cancel a show, we have to give ourselves like 40 lashes.
Yeah.
Because how fucking dare
Okay,
us?
but Ben, then TJ was missing the show all the time. Missed the show again, guys.
You're right.
Someone spank me.
Ugh. Good night.
Good night.
Good night and good fuck. I had to reorder that fucking pizza.